Well, welcome to the live stream from Poker House Fort Worth. We're going to have an interesting night tonight. Bone, you want to tell them what we got going on?
Tonight is exciting. It's Patty Mac's live stream with the twist. And the twist is it's the dealers who are actually going to be playing tonight, the dealers from Poker House, some of them. There's another group that'll play next week, and Patty Mac's sitting in the dealer's box. So it'll be his chance to deal some bad beats to the people that deal to him.
So you've got DJ and Bone here tonight, and we're going to walk you through this. We have really high expectations and I guess low standards, so we'll see how this works out.
No doubt it's going to be fun, and I'm sure a lot of memories will be made.
We've got a lot of our, well, like Bone said, we've got our dealers playing tonight, and I think they are primed, and I don't think they've all ever played together at once. So this should be pretty interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. I know some of them never played on the live stream, so that'll be fun for them.
We're going to do something a little bit different tonight. We're starting with a bomb pot in this game, and I think they're going to do a bomb pot every hour. There's going to be 1-2, no limit. Everybody's in for 300 to start with. If they lose that 300, they can buy back in for 75% of the big stack. And they're also, here in a minute, you're going to see, they're going to invite Brad from Brad's game to sit and provide the action. I don't know if they're going to need him, but we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, so here's the stack sizes. As DJ said, everybody's starting with 300. We'll go around the table. So C1 is MINCLICK. C2 is jackpot. C3 is PNTYDROPPR. Brad will be coming into seat 4. We have Ron in seat 5. Outlaw in seat 6. Andy's in 7. I think 8's empty, and AJ's in 9.
AJ's in 9. Patty Matic in the box. They're getting ready to get started.
See, we got some people already joining in the chat. How's it going, Cooper? Hey, Gray. Hey, Chuck. Thank you all for joining. This is going to be a lot of fun. Also want to give a shout out while I can to Anna over at Outback Steakhouse. We brought in food for the guys and gals, and very good. They treated us right. So go by and see Anna if you ever need any catering needs from Outback Steakhouse.
Absolutely. It was wonderful. We've got Lorenzo in the back here. He's doing our producing and making sure everything runs the way it's supposed to. So we appreciate him as well. He really works his tail off on these things.
So we've got the fortune jackpot going on. I know people are probably used to the flush frenzy. Can you describe the fortune jackpot?
The fortune jackpot, it runs 4-hour increments, 12 to 4, 4 to 8 p.m., 8 to 12, and 12 to 4 a.m. In that 4 hours, if you make a flush with the ace of whatever suit you win with is in your hand and both cards play, you make a full house, tens full of anything, or better. We've got Broadway. You have to make Broadway. And what am I missing?
Flop set.
Flop set. If you flop a set and you win the hand and both cards play, you win. You do all 4 of those things in an hour and you win the jackpot. I think the jackpot right now for the 4 to 8 p.m. time slot is $2,000. I'm not sure what it is for 8 to 12 yet. We'll find out here shortly.
That's cool. Yeah, hopefully we can see somebody do that on the stream. At least get a good start. It's
a lot of fun, and the other thing that they're doing a little bit different this time, if you've got 2 of the 4 or 3 of the 4, you get a ticket, and the ticket will go into a hopper, and every Saturday they'll have a drawing. I know. I think our friend Promo Pat got his name drawn last week, won $1,000. Yeah, it's a nice promo. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I saw he bought pizza for the whole room after he won.
He did. That's kind of our thing. If somebody wins, I won one night on stream. I had to leave, but came back the next night. We just kind of buy pizza for the room. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oscar says, DJ, you should have dealt. Well, I had my time in the box. So I'm going to sit back here and watch this happen.
There's no guarantees it's going to stay the way it is now. We'll see what happens as the night goes. We might see some movement.
All right, here we go with the first bomb pot. They're doing a $10 bomb pot, and I would expect to see quite a bit of money go in the middle on this thing. They are all eager to get going.
Somebody's trying to establish dominance early, right?
I think that's what they're going to do. I think Brad may help that along a little bit. Although in talking with a lot of the players before we started, I don't think they need any encouragement.
That's true.
They're ready to gamble it up.
That's true. Most of these players play a little bigger game than this, so we'll see how this fits into their strategy.
Yeah, Panty Dropper over in, what's he in, 3. I know he went out and played a pretty big tournament last week or week before last and did very, very well in it. So we're awfully proud of him.
Yeah, it was the Colossus in Vegas.
Yep.
Said he cashed. So
He did cash. He finished fairly high up and did really well.
That's amazing.
We'll see if he adds to those winnings or if he gives a little bit of it back tonight.
Right. So PLO format on the bomb pots, 2 boards.
Well, we've got a couple of wheel draws, and we'll see who's got what. Jake's going to have a, pair and a straight draw.
Yeah, I'm looking at the percentages. Ron's got the biggest percentage. What's he got? He's got...
Well, Ron's got the nuts on the bottom right now,
Yeah,
and he's got a redraw to the nuts up top. He's got 2 pair, redraw to the nuts with ace-5. He's got all 3 pair, actually.
Yeah.
So he's sitting pretty. Outlaw's got a ton of outs there as well. Not much there for Andy.
So this is high only, no low. Just double board.
Not much for AJ, MINCLICK. Yeah, he's gone too. So we got 220 in the pot already.
Ebony, we see you're rooting for AJ. AJ's a good dude. I'm pulling for him as well.
I talked to him in the parking lot right before I came in, and he was excited. He was ready to go.
He and I got to chop a tournament this week, so that was fun.
Well, the ace on top is going to give Ron the nuts with several redraws, and the 4-5 on the bottom got there. So Ron has got the nuts on both boards.
He's going to push some money out there.
Looks like he made it 200?
180, I think.
180?
I think they, 180 is the bet.
Brad's open-ended on the top end, which is no good. Got 2 pair on the bottom. Well, here comes Panty Dropper with his. He's got a full house on top, but he doesn't know it's no good right now. Brad gets out of the way.
That's what makes these so hard. You don't know if your opponent's betting one board, both boards.
Yeah.
Same board that you want. The challenge. You almost have to have something on both.
Yeah. Looks like Ron's got. There's no clubs. No clubs for Panty Dropper, so Ron's going to scoop this pot.
Wow, that's a big pot. $580 pot for Ron. It's worth one of those.
And that'll work.
Cha-chings. Give Ron some chips and maybe one more adult beverage and see what happens.
I love me some Ron. He's a fun dealer to play with. He is always engaging. Takes care of his players, even when he's not in the box, and just a good guy to be around.
Yeah, I agree. He walks around singing and knows everybody. Everybody knows him. He's awesome.
And obviously a New Orleans Saints fan. He backs his Saints come hell or high water.
Yep. So I guess Panty Dropper's reloading. We'll see.
I think he's going to add on and get back to 250 maybe. Well, Ron's doubled his starting stack in the first hand.
Yeah, it's fun to win the first one, but it's also hard to hang on. So we'll see how he does through the night. If he can keep his trajectory going up. I've not played with too many of these players. I'm a tournament guy, so I know you've probably played a lot more cash with these guys than
I have. I've played with who do we have in 7? What's he going by here? Andy. Okay, yeah, Andy. I didn't want to say his name if he had a screen name.
Right.
But yeah, I've played with Andy quite a bit. I played with Panty Dropper quite a bit. Played one session with Ron. Had to put my headphones on. Got a little loud. Obviously, I play almost daily with Brad. I've played some with Josie. So they're all good players in their own right.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be a little loose tonight, just having fun. So
why not? It's your colleagues. You know, you're going off some steam, having fun, low stakes. So
I think most of them would take the bragging rights over the money for tonight.
Yeah, for sure. So this is the first of 2 weeks. There'll be another group next week, the ones that weren't able to play tonight. So if you enjoy this tonight, come back next week, see it again.
Well, this is interesting here. Ron raised a little bit. MINCLICK's almost put a 3x raise in. Ron's just going to call with his ace-queen. Not sure what Andy's doing in there with the 9-6, but we'll see. You never know.
He's got devious intentions.
He does. If he hits it, they'll never see it coming.
Exactly. One of the biggest pots I ever saw on the stream, 961, and it was like a $5,000 pot on the Wednesday stream.
Well, there's no club draws, no pairs out there. I think the aggressor here will maybe take it down.
Maybe that's Andy.
That might be Andy. He's closest to the flop.
That was his idea. If low cards come, represent it.
Yep.
So C1 is MINCLICK. I talked to him a little bit, and he's one of the guys that mentioned he's never played on a stream. So
Andy shows him the old 9-6 offsuit
Right.
For the $35 raise and scoops a $217 pot.
good for him.
He's going to put him on notice that he's not afraid to put it in there.
Every decision you make for the next 2 hours will be for your whole. Every decision.
I wish they'd have a little more fun tonight.
Yeah.
Every decision.
They're pretty subdued.
Buying for the max amount.
Hey, Chuck, how you doing, buddy? We see you on there. Yeah, I hope we can get you in next week. Chuck's another one of our dealers here, and he didn't get to play tonight, but hopefully he gets in next week.
Chuck's a tough player. I played a little bit with Chuck, but yeah, he's a strong player. I don't want to be at his table. Hey, Ms. Oscar, how you doing? Do they qualify for the Fortune? Yeah, they're playing cash, so they qualify. Any cash game here at the Poker House Fort Worth, you qualify for the promotion.
They are off the clock and playing on their own dime, so absolutely.
Matter of fact, DJ here in the booth with me actually hit a promotion on the live stream a few months back.
Yeah, I hit a $4,000 pot with the Flush Frenzy.
That was very cool.
Looks like we've got Brad raising it up with a suited ace. Ron just smooth calling with pocket queens. Outlaw with a little connector. And MINCLICK, well, he's going to see what happens.
So, Kevin, they hired Brad for one night only just so he could play. It's on a one-day contract.
Well, there's going to be some money going in this pot at some point. Brad's got the nut flush draw, and Ron's got an overpair. Josie or Outlaw with the second pair.
Ron checked his queens there.
He did, and MINCLICK comes in with the gut shot. Everybody's got a little something here. Ron raises it up to 40.
Okay. Looks like he
Everybody
went all
calls. Brad shoves all in right there. No, I think that was wrong. I think Ron just raised it to 40. Brad makes the
in.
shove.
I see. Yeah, the graphic got me.
Yeah. I think the graphic was off there on that one. Let's see what Ron does here. This is interesting. With an overpair, I don't expect him to fold it.
Especially having, already won. He's up. It's not.
And he deals to Brad enough to know that this could be two of anything.
Right.
Nothing against Brad. I mean, that's what he does. That's what makes him a great player. He puts the pressure on him. But he's got something to put the pressure on with now. Ron makes the call.
Yeah.
Everybody else has got to get out of the way, I think.
Put a heart out there for me one time.
So graphics show Brad has a slight advantage with his flush draw. And
Yeah, it should be 55-45.
Yeah.
Oh, and Brad gets there.
Makes the hearts.
So Ron's going to give a little bit of his first hand back.
So that'll put Brad on the board for the fortune. He's got his ace high flush.
And both of his cards did play.
So he just needs 3 more.
Yep.
See if he can get a full house, flop a set, and make Broadway in the next. When does this reset?
This resets at 8 o'clock. That's going to be a tall order, but we'll see what happens.
Yep. It's doable. If Patty Mac can deal enough hands that fast, maybe he can get it done.
I know, Ross, you're saying Brad's not an employee, but the employees asked Brad to sit in on this game.
Yeah, they had an open seat. I think somebody couldn't make it, so he's actually filling in.
They wanted his action tonight, and we'll see how that works out for him. But they were all chanting before the stream start, "We want Brad, we want Brad." He was actually playing at an outer table and picked up his chips and came and joined them at their request. So that's on the players. All right, hand number 4.
I've already had some excitement. We're just on hand number 4.
Got 2 good-sized pots. Now, Ron's going to raise it up here with my favorite hand.
5-3 or 5-3 suited?
I like 5-3 of hearts. That's my favorite.
Oh, hearts specifically.
After that, it's any 5-3 offsuit, and then we'll go by the suits after that.
Right.
Anytime somebody says 5-3 is their favorite hand, there's no rationale behind it.
I'm sure it has some good memory.
Well, we've got a little bit of reversal here. Brad picked up the queen. Now Ron's got the flush draw.
AJ's got a big hand with ace jack. I think he's going anywhere unless it gets unreasonable.
Brad really put in a raise at 75. Ron's thinking about trying to get his money back here. Nope.
AJ's dealt to Brad too. I think maybe he makes his call. He knows it could be anything. It's not necessarily a big pair. Now, if I raise 75 pre-flop, they know. But with Brad, you just never know.
Brad is doing what the video told me. It said, you make your move and you make them have to make the tough decision.
Kevin said, Patty Mac looks good in black. I agree. Patty Mac's going to do a little bit of work tonight.
Yeah, he's wearing the shirt. Looks good. Maybe they'll get a good...
Now, Outlaw made the $75 call with just a king 10. She's got 1 over. And he's going to gamble it up with the now the 6-4 is interesting, and Andy knows this. 6-4 is Brad's favorite hand. He calls it the poker house nuts, and Andy would love to snap him off with his own hand, but he just can't pull the trigger.
Yeah, that would be fun. Maybe if it wasn't quite so much.
AJ drops the ace jack without much thought, so going 3 ways to a flop, or just or heads up now, right?
Yeah, heads up.
Heads up with the king 10.
Outlaw and Brad.
We know one king's out. Oh, and she hit a 2-outer.
Wow. She's going
to check it back and play it sneaky. Oh, and there's her 2 pair. Brad doesn't have a diamond.
Yeah, that's all but locking it up now. No queen on the end. Is there going to be any money? She's got a bet. Yeah.
Oh, Brad's got to. Brad might just call here. No.
For 30? Yeah, I think he calls 30.
Yeah, he just called. Great call by Brad. Just not coming back over the top. He sniffed it out.
Yeah. Yeah, he knew. She's not betting out there without something. And
If you didn't call, I was going to push all in. I don't know how it went.
So 5 hands and some pretty good pots so far.
So our chat audience is building up slowly. Got a few more people joining.
Kevin, you do hear Bone. It's DJ and Bone.
Yeah, DJ's sitting here in the booth. He's done it all. I think he used to commentate the Wednesday night, didn't you?
I did.
He started the Wednesday night live stream. It was DJ's game. Then it was
Brad's
game, and then it's Caleb's game.
Yeah, I ended up traveling quite a bit. Brad had baseball, and so we just kind of switch it around as the seasons change.
Yeah, so this is Patty Mac's live stream every Monday night. A little different this week, but we're here every Monday night. 1-2, no limit with just a bomb pot. On Wednesday nights, they play a little bigger, do some DC. So if you enjoy the stream, check them out.
You know, I'd like to go back. I need to go back and look at that hand. I'm wondering, did Andy make the wheel with the 6-4 if he hadn't have folded? I don't remember. Well,
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I know it was low. I saw Andy talking. I wonder if that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, that's interesting. We'll have to ask.
Well, I think there's going to be a re-raise here. Nope, Panty Dropper's just going to smooth call with the ace-king.
And AJ's in there with little 5-4 diamonds. I like that hand. Kind of like your 5-3.
Yeah, hopefully the diamonds don't hit for him. Brad's going to have top pair, and that's about it for that board.
Yeah, AJ's
AJ's bottom pair, yeah. $60 pot. Brad's going to make it pot size bet. And everybody gets out of the way.
So I see in the chat you said the audio's good. Are y'all hearing the players as well, or just the booth?
Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate that. He said no. Andy would have just ended up with a pair of fours. I just knew it was a low flop, and it was in that neighborhood. I didn't remember what it was, so it was King 10 3 4 6. Oh, he'd made two pair, right?
Yeah. Ross says they can hear the players slightly. Yeah, last week we had a little audio problem where the players were louder than the booth, and we were getting some complaints. So I want to make sure we get that so that it's pleasant to listen to. Appreciate the feedback.
You guys got to remember that behind them we've got our Monday night tournament going on tonight, and there's a couple of cash tables going on. So there's quite a few people in the room tonight.
Yeah, come on out. This is a great night. Monday night is known to be the cash night at the Poker House. There's a Monday night tournament, the DC, what do they call it? The Dallas Straddle?
The Dallas Straddle, which is a 4 straddle on the button. I played cash last Monday. We played till 4 in the morning. It was a great night. So, yeah, we don't stop a lot. Ross asked why Lorenzo is not playing. Because, Ross, if Lorenzo was playing, you would not be seeing this live stream.
Exactly.
This whole thing just works off Lorenzo's back.
He is the magician. That should be your nickname, the magician.
All right. We've got Brad with top pair again. Ron with top pair. Brad's got him out kicked. Jake off has top pair. Again, it might come down to kickers. Well, they've all got, 3 of them got top pair, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of kings.
This is going to be interesting. No flush draws. Jake's got the only backdoor flush draw.
See if anybody can spike 2 pair. Can keep Brad in the lead right now with King Queen. I'm sure he'll keep the pressure.
Brad checked. They checked around.
Oh, that's surprising.
Brad might give him an opportunity to catch up. Nobody caught up, but the backdoor spade got there. Jake's going to take this pot down if he doesn't fold.
Brad must have had a feeling there.
Well, it's hard to call anything with four of a suit out there, and you don't have one of them, and that is a please call me bet with $30.
Yeah, I meant not betting the turn.
Yep.
Maybe he sensed it was.
I'm really surprised he didn't fire at that turn.
Yeah. All right, Brad and Jakeoff and Andy in the green. Everybody else for now is in the red, but we're just getting started. Hand number 7 coming up. Again, Brad already hit one of the fortune jackpots that he needs, so looking to get 3 more before 8 o'clock. Probably a challenge, but 8 o'clock, it'll reset. Maybe somebody can do it after that.
It's a nice little promotion when you can buy into a game for 300 or 100 or 200 and you have a chance to win 2,000 in a 4-hour session. And that is a progressive jackpot. That jackpot grows each time it's not hit.
For you tournament players, the exciting news is they're bringing the Flush Frenzy to the tournament starting this week. So Come on out and play, and if in the first 4 hours of the tournament you can make all 4 flushes, one in each suit, you can win that progressive jackpot. So lots of opportunity.
Well, we've got some people sneaking in pots. AJ just limps with aces. PNTYDROPPR just makes a call with a suited ace king or ace queen. Brad's in there with the 7 deuce. Ron's going to call with his 3-4. Now Andy's got ace queen. He's going to raise it up, make it 16.
Yeah, 2 suited ace queens. So see what happens with the suits on the flop. AJ's got the ochos. And Brad's in there with 7 deuce. Never discount Brad's ability.
Nope.
Hit it.
Well, didn't scare anybody off, so
Yeah, Outlaw comes along with her Broadway cards.
we're going to go 6-way to the flop.
I hope so.
Lorenzo, Oscar says you would have destroyed this field.
Well, there's our ace queens are probably going to make a move here.
So it's hearts. Nobody had hearts.
No, we just got Outlaw with the backdoor nut draw, nut flush draw. But he's going to have to go runner heart. And the ace queen's going to shove it right here.
Yeah. Hey, Big Polo. I think Hugo's playing next Monday night. He's one of the ones in the second group. So definitely come check that out.
Brad should fold. Ron should fold. We'll see what Outlaw does. I would imagine he's going to fold. And more than likely, it's going to be a chop pot. Yeah. Andy calls it's going to be a chop pot.
I guess just once then. Let's go. You're gonna go down. Oh my.
Chop it up.
Both have a straight.
Yeah, Paul, if you missed the beginning, we were saying there were a lot of dealers, so they split them up into 2 groups. This is the first group. Patty Mac's live stream, 1-2 no limit with bomb pot. They're going to do 1 bomb pot per hour. Next week, there'll be another group of dealers, and I don't know who's going to be in the box next week. It might be Patty Mac again.
I will not be here next week. I will be in Montana. I'm looking forward to that. We're leaving. We're going Thursday. We're leaving and going to Vegas. Be there for 4 or 5 days, and then we're going to take off and go to Montana.
Man, I'm jealous. It's going to be beautiful.
The
weather's going to be amazing, I'm sure.
I'm looking forward to it. I got great friends, and they're gonna take the bikes up there, and
Cool.
we're gonna ride. We're gonna do Beartooth Pass. There's some beautiful country up there. It's one of my favorite places to ride, so I can't wait.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing. Well, we'll miss you. But I'm sure you won't miss us.
I'll send some pictures. Well, MINCLICK's gonna fold the 6-4.
Poker House Nuts, MINCLICK.
What's Brad gonna come in here with? The 6-3. He said that's close enough to the 6-4. Paul says this is fun to watch. Paul, I agree with you. They are not afraid to gamble this game up.
Paul's on the road. I can't remember where he told me. Colorado, I think, is where he was going this morning. He's a truck driver, so.
This is Ron 3 bets with the 8 deuce. Outlaw makes the call with a suited queen, and Brad comes along with his 6-3.
Look at Ron stepping it out there 3-betting with 8 deuce.
I think I'm gonna put my money on the 6-3. That's probably why I lose.
Give me Outlaw.
Okay.
I'll take the favorite.
All right, yeah, and
Thinking 9's going to come.
well, let's see what we got. Brad's probably going to make a move at this, or Ron will.
Yeah, whoever
Yeah,
bets.
here comes Ron.
Yeah.
$10 into a $63 pot. Please call me.
You lead out. Oh, look at Josie, or Outlaw. She's gonna
Outlaw
make
with
that
the
call.
queen 9 going to make the call. That might slow Ron down. Ron comes back with another 10.
She's not a believer.
No pair, no draw, and she's calling. She doesn't get there. Ron probably needs to fire a pretty good sized bet at this. There he goes.
$30.
I don't think Outlaw can call here. Man, it would be a call if she could, though.
Yeah, with just queen high, I'm not sure how I couldn't do it.
Nope, she lays it down. Ron shows her the 8 deuce.
All right, Ron, we see you.
Look at that.
One of these.
Look at that. Flexing, baby. Flexing.
Ron said, well, I was up, then I was down. Now I'm probably back close to even. Oscar, Bobby, you were right. The 8-2 came in for him. It didn't actually come in for it.
No, it
he
didn't.
brought it in.
He brought his own luck. Yeah, sometimes you have to just make your own luck.
Every time you win a hand and you show your hand, you win a button. Every time what?
Hey, Bobby, we see you coming in from Facebook. We got Facebook, we got YouTube. I haven't seen anybody from Twitch on, but 3 platforms streaming tonight.
I think Chuck's applauded that play by Ron. I know I certainly do.
So if you win a hand, you get
He had to fire all 3 bullets there.
Well, and he picked a good spot, and he had good timing. I mean, it's a good play.
show what? Like showdown? Winning hand. No, you just show your winning hand. So if you don't want to show your hand, then you don't get the button.
Step 1, make sure Brad's out of the hand when you do it.
He may get rewarded here in a little bit for that. May come a time when he's actually got a hand and somebody might pay him off.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't bluff much, but when I do, I show it. I want to make it a possibility.
Yeah. You know, Ron's going to come in with pocket 4s. Josie calls $2 for the Jack 5. Yeah, I think everybody's going to be in this pot unless they folded before the $2 was announced all the way around.
Ace on the flop. Going to hit a couple of these guys. AJ and MINCLICK both have an ace in their hand.
MINCLICK's got the ace of clubs, so that's going to give him a little leverage here. Bets $2 into a $14 pot. It's probably going to get called in 4 or 5 places. MINCLICK's going to raise it up. Makes it 30.
Oh, I don't know what. I didn't pay attention. What is it?
Ron's going to let his 4s go.
Is it 430 still? 530?
And we're down to 2. Now, club would be a big card here for MINCLICK.
He stays in the lead, but he's not sure, so they check it.
They're both a little worried. MINCLICK gets there with 2 pair.
Yeah, now he's got to know. He's got the best hand. And it was a club. So
And he's got the ace of clubs. So, yeah, he snaps this off pretty quick, I think. Yeah. Just call. Good call.
all right, there's one for MINCLICK.
Oh, MINCLICK bet it. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. AJ makes the call.
That's his first win on the live stream. Congratulations. He's a funny guy. I mean, you know, when he first started working here, he was kind of quiet, but when you talk to him, he's really pretty funny guy.
He's really funny. He's really dry. His sense of humor is very dry.
Yeah.
But he is funny.
Yeah, I enjoy being at his table.
So you get $1 from every player.
All these guys and gals.
End of the night.
Yeah, there's not one of them I wouldn't want dealing the game for me.
Maybe Brad. I don't know if I'd want Brad dealing.
Well, you get 2 hands an hour because there'd be be a lot of conversation in between hands. So
And each player that doesn't have it owes $8. Yeah.
And number 10. If you're out in the area, come by. Come say hello in person. You can watch these guys. You may be able to get in. Who knows? Somebody busts out. Might be a seat open at some point. But
Penny Dropper folded the nuts pre-flop with the 3-5.
Barbara wants to know who's the handsome guy in seat number 2.
Well, that's going to be Jacob.
Ah. She confused me with the handsome guy thing.
Yeah, I was thrown by that a little bit. All right, there's a pair of eights again for the handsome guy. 1-8's already out. Nobody got an ace.
Pocket eights. No.
Brad's got the king.
King is going to take the lead.
And he bets $22 at it.
Second pair, worst possible kicker, leads out for $22. That's what makes him a great player. I can't do it.
Well,
I'm terrible.
there's 2 cards to come. That's going to be some reasoning.
Gilbert, this is Patty Mac's live stream, but the twist is it's dealer night, so the dealers are taking the player seats, and Patty Mac's in the box dealing. This is the first of 2 weeks of that. We'll have another group next week doing the same thing, so check it out.
Barbara says that handsome guy in seat 2 is her son.
Yeah,
so,
I know that. I know that.
I'm a big fan of Jake's. He is just super nice.
Yeah, they've made a lot of improvements at the poker house in my time here, but bringing him on board is definitely one of them.
Absolutely. All right, Brad's going to open it up with the offsuit Jack 6. There comes Ron with the 3-5 of
There's
heart.
your hand.
That's the 3rd time we've seen that hand tonight.
Outlaw's got the queen jack. Andy's got an ace in his hands. Expect to want to play. He's going to make it $10.
Well, AJ and Jake are the only ones that have said, I'm going to sit this one out. Is PNTYDROPPR raising? Oh, Andy raised. Made it 10.
Andy made it 10. We got a couple of callers.
MINCLICK calls. You know Brad's going to be in there.
Brad's never folding. Outlaw's in. Okay, what do we got? 6 to the flop.
All right. Ron's open-ended on the flop. PNTYDROPPR's got top pair. Nobody's got clubs, so.
Yeah, Ron's hand looks even better now.
It does. And he's going to throw out ace-5. He's got a gut shot. I don't think Ron can fold for that.
Brad's got the biggest club at the moment.
Yeah, he let his go. Ron does make the call. Love to see an ace roll off right here, just for the carnage.
Outlaw takes the lead with the queen there.
No, PNTYDROPPR still got the king.
Oh, yeah, the king's still in there. I'm sorry, I thought that folded.
Now I think Ron could call if there was a straight draw and flush draw. I don't know that he can call this off. Too many Broadway cards to get there. Bigger 2 pair.
Andy's going to make a big bet. 60. PNTYDROPPR calls.
Ron's got 4 outs. Any ace, any 6. He doesn't know if any of those have been folded. $60 into a $260 pot or $200 pot at the time. Yeah, he's going to let it go. He doesn't want to, though.
No, he doesn't.
This 6 rolls off, he's going to be sick.
Yeah, we might hear about it.
Now, Outlaw's going to call with her queen. That's interesting. She doesn't believe Andy or PNTYDROPPR.
She's been a non-believer tonight multiple times. To hold these guys accountable.
4 spades, not going to change anything. PNTYDROPPR's going to take this hand down.
It's the check mark.
Well, that club hit. Andy's got, he didn't have the ace of clubs, but he's going to fire, looks like $130.
Big bet, yeah.
130 into a
140.
$300 pot, yeah.
PNTYDROPPR, what are you doing with just a king there? Can you call?
Now, he knows Andy's capable of making this bluff.
Yeah, that second 4 hitting the board, though.
That actually helped him. Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Non-believer. If Andy had a king, the only kings that beat him is ace king and pocket king, so I guess king queen would too.
Outlaw's thinking, but she lets it go.
Andy says, no, Panty Dropper's going to show him the bad news. Great call.
Yeah, that was a great call. And a big pot, over $600.
$601 pot. That'll get him back up there after the initial bomb pot.
Yep, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. We got a lot of poker left, so sure there'll be some ups and downs. That was hand 11, so we'll be going to hand number 12. We usually get about 70 hands on the stream, but that's with the regular dealer. It'll be interesting to see how many we get tonight with Patty Mac in the box.
I figured we'd probably get somewhere around 55, 60 tonight.
Yeah.
This is going to be a little bit slower. There's a lot more action tonight too. I mean, you're not going to see a whole lot of flops and bets and people folding. So these hands are going to play out.
But Patty Mac looks good back there. I think he's doing a good job.
Absolutely.
Might have to recruit him to deal more often.
What a lot of people don't realize, I mean, you see the headset on him, but you've got Lorenzo talking to him in the headset. He's talking to Lorenzo. You've got the players talking. You still got to keep up with the action and the cards and the flops. And it's a lot to do. And having never been in the box there on the live stream, I think he's doing a great job.
Agreed.
All right. Where are we at? We're at hand number 12.
Yep, Ron's got some clubs. Outlaw's in with Jack 10. AJ's got a suited King Queen, one of my favorites, suited King Queen.
I like that hand a lot. Plays really well multi-way.
And a Jack 8 of spades, same suit. So we don't want spades for Jake. Barbara, if you're watching, think no spade.
I think this might be a big pot.
Has potential.
It does with these cards. Well, Outlaw's going to take the lead.
Rainbow flop, no spades.
No spades and really no other draws. Brad's going to take a stab at it. Take a $40 stab at it. We've watched Outlaw play tonight. I don't think she's going anywhere with top pair.
No way. Not against these guys.
I might clear the rest of the room out. AJ says, man, that's a pretty hand to fold.
I think she knew coming in she had to stand her ground.
Yep.
And she's doing that.
Absolutely. That gives Brad an open-ended straight draw. He's probably going to fire a pretty good-sized bet at this, and I don't think she'll fold it.
100?
Looks like she's got 2 and some change behind. If she shoves, I think Brad's got to call it off. I don't think he'll get away from an open-ended straight draw if she shoves.
No, yeah, you're right. Definitely not. And if she's going to call, why not shove, right?
Yep. No, she may have a little bit more behind that. I see another little small red stack there,
Okay.
maybe 250.
I see. She's going to make the
She's
call.
going to make the call.
Good for her.
Yeah,
That's a good
Brad's
call.
going to shove. I really think Brad might shove. I don't know.
She's got, like you said, about 150 left, 340 in the pot.
Brad's got to know that if she called the 100 there, she's probably not going anywhere. She wasn't on any kind of
And
draw.
it gives her 2 pair now. So if she was worried about anything like 5-4 or anything, right, she's got that.
Brad checks, and
Yeah.
she just shows him the bad news.
Yep.
Great call there, Outlaw.
Very good. Very nice.
I think that's a great check there by Brad. I think if he fires there, she's still going to call.
Yeah. And he knew it. That's the thing about Brad. He knows everybody's tendencies, so he's going to make the right play at the right time most of the time.
Well, Ron didn't reload on chips. He just reloaded on some beverages. So he's ready to go.
Yeah, if you're ever in the neighborhood and come by Poker House Fort Worth, your first daily membership will be comped. Just mention the Patty Mac live stream. Come in. They do have adult beverages comped. They got cash games, daily tournaments. Definitely a cool place to hang out.
I started playing seriously back around 2002, 2003. I have played in a lot of poker rooms, both underground and now legal, as well as casinos all over. And I'm telling you, this is probably the friendliest staff I've ever played with. And actually, everybody in the room, for the most part. All the regulars in here are great. We have a great time together. I've made some really good friends in here. Done stuff outside of poker with them, and it's just a great place to be.
100% agree. I'm in the same boat as you. Played a long time, but when I found this is like, why go anywhere else?
Yeah.
I've had people ask, have you tried this place or that place? I'm like, I got my place. You can't beat it.
Yep, you can't. I agree. Well, Outlaw flops the nuts and bets 15 at it. She's not going to slow down there. MINCLICK with the second pair.
Outlaw's got a fan in the chat. OKGN.
Well, she's not going to slow down. She's betting her hand.
Jim, we see you. You wish you were here. Well, come on.
Yeah, great hand. She shows him nuts. Didn't want to milk it.
Woohoo! She puts her arm up.
Oh, she had Broadway, so that counts on the 8 o'clock hour.
Nice. So right off the bat, it's right at 8 o'clock. She's already got one in the bag. Just needs 3 more.
3 more. That's what she was. That's why she was betting it like that. She didn't want 2 pair to catch a full house or anything. She had her Broadway. She wanted her chance at the promotion.
That makes sense. Yeah, I know that Flush Frenzy really changed the way players played. I haven't played enough cash to know if the Fortune Jackpot has the same effect.
I'll tell you the one thing that the Fortune Jackpot that has changed that is the ace high has to be in your hand. So when it was just make a flush, an ace high flush, but the ace could be on the board, you were seeing flops with any suited cards.
Yeah.
Which was creating a bit. It was some havoc. You know, it changed the game a little bit. Having the ace have to be in your hand. 7 deuce of clubs can fold a lot easier than it could before.
I see.
Even after the flop, if you had a lot of times there'd be the ace of clubs, let's say, would flop, and you've got 2 people with suited clubs. They're going all the way to the river, or at least the turn for a lot of money.
Yeah.
It just kind of changed the dynamics a little bit. I like the way they've done it with the ace high having to be in your hand.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Thank you for explaining.
Yep. Kyle says he's right there with us with the thoughts on the poker room. And Kyle, you're one of those guys. I've known you a long time. We used to work together years ago, and I really enjoy playing with you. You're a heck of a tournament player, heck of a cash game player. I just really enjoy playing with you, Kyle. So it's good to hear from you.
Kyle's another one I consider a friend.
Yep.
Never met the guy. Come here. He's amazing like everyone else.
Yeah.
Jim, I hear you, man. It's that time of year. I know you're busy.
I've been traveling quite a bit, and I've been working in Houston some. So when I get an opportunity, if I'm down there, I'll go play at a couple of the rooms down there, and I can tell you that the dynamic, the feel of the room, it's a lot different. I don't enjoy it near as much as I enjoy this room, and that's for sure.
Yeah, I went to Windstar, and it was like a morgue, and everybody was quiet, and everybody was grumpy, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Why am I here? I just go back to poker house.
Yeah, yeah, there is a lot of grumpiness in some of those rooms, and you know they might have 15, 20 tables going, or even 10 or 12, but I don't know that anybody is enjoying
Nobody's
themselves.
having fun.
It's a job, you know. They're grinding and they're just not happy about anything.
Outlaw's happy about this hand. Look at that.
Absolutely. Andy's going to call the 25 with his ace.
She's got a diamond draw and trip queens at the moment.
Yep.
She's got a lock on it.
You know, if she makes this full house, that's her second one.
Wouldn't that be amazing? In the 2 minutes, she would have two of them.
Let's see what happens.
Oh.
Nope.
Gonna get Andy in some trouble, though. He's now made two pair.
Two pair?
Well, he already had two pair. Never mind. The queen's on the board, so.
Yeah. Well, he's got aces and jacks.
Made three pair.
Yeah. She made her flush. So,
yeah, that jack was irrelevant.
that second nut flush, Andy's looking at it. What'd she bet? She bet 100. And at about a pot size bet, it was 130 prior to that bet. So Andy might have to call this off.
Looks like he's going to do it.
He does. And Outlaw's going to show him the bad news.
So that is two for her. She made Broadway, and now she's made, but that's not the ace in her hand. Okay, that's what you were describing earlier. Okay, yeah, DJ stepped out for a second, but the ace is not in her hand, so that one doesn't count for the fortune. Still a nice hand. She's on a heater. Hey, Lane. Yeah, we see Brad in here. He got voted in by the dealers. They were chanting for him to join their game when they had an open seat, so he stepped off of the outer table and playing some of this. I don't know if he'll stay the whole stream, but he might. So the red buttons are I guess they're playing the Nick game. We didn't mention that earlier, but
I heard them talking about it. I don't think they're playing the knit game. I haven't heard exactly what they're doing because a while ago.
Squid game.
So what?
Squid game. So it's the opposite of knit game. You want to collect all the buttons.
Okay, so they're trying to collect all the buttons. So if you have a button in front of you and somebody beats you, they get your button, and so you're trying to collect all the buttons.
I see. I've never played that. I played the knit game, but this is new to me. Jake off does have an ace in his hand, so let's see if he can make a diamond flush and get on the board.
Yep, you're gonna have a hard time folding him out pre-flop. In my opinion, the ace high flush with the ace in your hand is probably the toughest to get.
Yeah, that would make sense.
The other thing you got to remember about these promos, I mean, there are qualifications. Both cards have to play. If you flop a set, you have to win the hand, and that set cannot turn into quads or full house or straight or flush. So if you flop that set, you want to bet it up and win it right there.
Kevin, I don't know what the payoff is. I'm sure they agreed to some dollar amount each player has to pay, usually $10.
Now Andy's got second pair with the straight draw, gut shot straight draw. MINCLICK got a gut shot.
We'll try to get more information on that, Kevin, if I can find out. They don't tell us a lot. We have to kind of figure it out with you guys. But we do enjoy having you here. It makes our night go way faster and easier when we have an audience and we're not just talking to each other.
Absolutely. I see Outlaw's got 3 of those in front of her. AJ has, it looks like, no, is that, who's sitting over, who are we missing? Is somebody sitting in seat 8?
8
I mean-
is,
Oh, maybe just watching?
yeah, it looks like maybe one of the other dealers has sat down for a minute just to look.
Okay. So if Josie were to beat somebody that had 2 of those little red circles in front of them, she'd collect those 2. And then if somebody, I'm assuming, beat Josie out of a pot, then heads up, then they would take all the ones that she's collected. So you've got a little bit of incentive to fight for your what you've got in front of you.
Yeah, so the question in the chat was, if you do get them all, what's the payoff? And that part I wasn't sure.
I'll tell you what, I'll find out real quick while we're talking about it.
All right, DJ's going to get the answer to that question. Meanwhile, we're going to move on to hand number 16. We got 4 players in the green at the moment. 4 players in the red. See how that changes as the night goes on.
Well, that's confusing. So, if my understanding is correct, every time somebody wins a hand, they're going to get one of those.
Right.
So there's only so many of them, I guess 8 hands at a time. Once they're all handed out, however many you have in front of you, each player owes you $1 a piece for those. So when they're all dispersed, if Outlaw has 4, each player at the table owes her $4.
Okay.
They would owe somebody that has $3, but that's $3 from everybody for that one player.
I see. Okay.
So there can be, that's a $30, $40, 10% addition to somebody's stack sometimes.
Yep. Looks like your name's getting called out, DJ.
Yeah, it looks like there's a seat open. Yeah, I see that. They were chanting for Brad. They weren't chanting for me. So
well, but Poker House Fort Worth is chanting for you right now.
The seat's open. I'm more than happy to.
I got this. You're gonna go get in the game. I'll hold down the fort. PNTYDROPPR's got an ace in his hand with the 9 of diamonds, so maybe he can get flush. Ron's got a huge hand. Pocket kings.
And Andy's going to wake up with pocket 10s. We're going to see a pot here.
Yeah, this will be an exciting pot, especially if we get like a 10 high flop.
AJ with the suited ace 10. This is going to be a big hand, guys. I bet this is a $400 hand. Boy, it's fun to see everybody's cards while the action's still going on.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that all the time.
AJ was talking.
He
but
does
laid it
fold the
down.
ace 10. Wow.
That's a good fold.
Yeah, it was 3-bet to 40. PNTYDROPPR's going to stay with his ace 9. I don't know if AJ remembered the promotion. I don't know that I could fold the suited ace jack. Those are hard to get. Brad with the jack 7. Jack 7 used to be my named hand. Brad's coming along with it. Now Ron's going to make a move. He's got to make a move here.
They called it the DJ.
Back in the day, yeah, I won a huge pot one night at a casino with jack 7 against pocket jacks, and oh goodness, wow! I can't believe Ron didn't 3-bet that or 4-bet, 5-bet. That'd have been a 5-bet at that point. Brad's coming along.
PNTYDROPPR's going to check his ace.
Ron folded his kings without much thought.
Yeah, Brad bet out $100 with his jack.
2 overs and suited cards out there, and he's going to have to let his hand go.
Can Brad get PNTYDROPPR off this ace? We'll see.
I don't think he can.
Andy takes a sip. My experience is when they lean back and take a sip, they're folding.
They got to fold. I think Andy's probably going to put Brad on either a smaller ace or a flush draw, and he's going to know he's ahead. He might be tempted to shove right here. He's got Brad covered, so.
There go the 10s in the muck. Come on, there we go.
No, he's just going to call. No, he said all in. He's going to put Brad all in. I don't think Brad can fold his pair here. He doesn't have, well, what's he got behind? Well, he's got 221 behind. Yeah, he might be able to get away from this. Nope.
He calls it.
He's going to call it off. He's hoping for a 7.
Yep. He's willing to risk it, try to hit.
Oh, and a big hand for Panty Dropper.
Yeah,
$800 pot.
$800 pot. That's the biggest pot tonight. Nicely done. And that's going to felt Brad. I'm sure he'll instantly reload.
That was hand 16. You know, it seems like we've seen more hands. We've had a lot of action in 16 hands. We've had a lot of action in 16 hands.
Yeah, we're going to be maybe not as many hands than that, but we're going to have a lot more exciting hands.
Now, I know that Panty Dropper lost the first hand. The bomb pot had to reload, but that puts him well up in the black.
Yeah, he's sitting with over $1,000 in his stack right now. First one over the $1,000 mark.
Looks like Brad's going to reload. I think it's funny watching the dealers tip Patty Mac. He said, "What do I do with this? Where do I put this?"
Where is he putting it?
Oh, he does have a box back there.
They gave him a box.
They did. He's official.
Going to use that to play the free rolls.
And as soon as he does that, he wakes up with ace king and limps in. He's looking for a raise, I would assume. Ron's going to call with 3-4. Ron's going to raise with 3-4.
So she's in.
Oh, he just called.
Sorry, outlaw.
Yeah, he just called. Yeah. Be hard to fold out anything for $2. AJ might make a little raise here. Nope, he just calls.
There's the raise from Jake.
Yep, he does with the, let's see what Panty Dropper does here. He just calls with ace king. King high flop might be expensive for AJ.
Unless it's diamonds as well.
Unless it's diamonds.
Get a couple of diamonds to go with the king.
If you're rooting for carnage, an ace king 9 flop would be very ugly.
All right, MINCLICK's in this one with ace 9, or I thought he did. Did he fold? I guess he folded.
He's folded a suited ace 5. Wow.
Ace 9.
I can't fold that hand. All right. Going to a flop 6 ways. $84 in the pot. There's your king high.
Yeah, Panty Dropper now with top pair, top kicker.
And he's not going to wait. He fires out. $30 bet. Ron lets bottom pair go. That's going to clear everybody out, but we'll get to AJ, see what he does.
AJ hit 1 diamond and has top pair with a good kicker.
Top pair, good kicker. He shoves all in. He's
There
gonna find the bad news. Panty Dropper doesn't even have to think about this one, I don't think. Yeah, he flips it in. Well, there's the diamond draw. And it's going to brick out for him. Panty Dropper's going to pick up another $394.
Yeah, nicely done. He's on a roll. Heater.
You know, honestly, the way that worked out, he just smooth called $2 under the gun. There was one little raise. He just called the raise. Really hard for AJ to put him on ace king right there.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Lane. I see your comment. I appreciate it. Yeah, the rich get richer. Panty Droppers now at 1.3. Like you mentioned, coming off that World Series of Poker cash and now leading the stream. So it's having a good run. Sun run.
Sun run. He is sun running right now. So it looks like they're putting the nip buttons out. Maybe they're getting paid here. I don't know. Maybe they're just counting them up.
Bomb pot. Oh, it's once an hour. So
yep.
Going to go to a bomb pot.
So there's going to be a double board bomb pot. Everybody gets 4 cards.
Everybody puts $10 in the pot to start.
Yep, they're still doing 10. So you're starting with $70 in the pot. And this is a pot limit game. Get out of hand pretty quick.
When I first started playing here, I had not ever played a bomb pot. I wasn't a big fan, but they've grown on me, especially in the tournaments. Now, in the cash games, they can get scary, but in the tournaments, they're a lot of fun.
They are a lot of fun. You know, my hard and fast rule is by the time we get to the turn, I want to lock on one of the boards and a redraw on the other.
Yeah.
You can get quartered really easy and put yourself in a bad spot.
All right, let's see what we got.
$80 in the middle.
Hand number 18.
It's going to be 10-4 king with the spades. There's the queen. 7-9. You got some really coordinated boards there. Flush draws, straight draws, pairs. So let's see what happens. MINCLICK's going to flop top set on the top board. Jake's got an overpair with the aces. Brad with the Broadway draw and a pair, 2-pair. Ron with ace king's going to have a hard time getting away from that for 40. MINCLICK's also got a gut shot on the bottom. Who's got clubs? Ron's got Ron's got clubs.
Yeah, king jack of clubs.
Nobody's got the spades. AJ folded spades, but nobody's got the spades.
See what MINCLICK's going to do. He's making it.
Yeah, he's gonna put it all in there now. He's gonna get his money in good while he's ahead. PNTYDROPPR folds. Brad's with ace queen 6-7. Just a Broadway on top, 2-pair on the bottom.
Not much.
Backdoor hearts on the top board, but I think he may have to let this go.
Yeah, I know he doesn't want to, but.
Well, then again, it is Brad.
It's Brad.
It is Brad. So
he knows best.
Ron's got to call here with ace king jack jack. He's got blockers to the straight. Any 10 on the bottom board, any queen on the top board. He's got any queen up there. Got backdoor clubs, or he got front door clubs on the bottom.
He's telling the mic, here we go.
Yep. There's a lot of stuff in there. So here comes Ron's money. And this is one of those spots I was telling you about. Ron's behind right now, but he's got a lot of outs. But he's got to hit those outs.
Right.
But all of his money is in. Where MINCLICK right now, he's got a pretty good lock on that top board. He's got redraws. So this is one of those you can lose your whole stack very quickly on a draw.
Yes.
So now we've got a $540 pot.
4 more cards to count.
That's going to give MINCLICK the nuts.
Yeah,
7, 8, 9. Yeah. He's going to have kings full. Well, the second nuts, the nuts would be pocket fours, but we see that there's 1-4 out.
Right.
Ron still got his club draw. Now, you got to remember, for each board, you've got to play 2 cards out of your hand. Don't have to be the same 2 cards, but you've got to play 2 cards out of your hand. So Ron picked up a set on the bottom. Nobody's got a 10. Spades didn't get there. Clubs didn't get there. So I think Ron's going to pick up the bottom board. Is that correct?
Well, it shows MINCLICK. With you, did the
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He does have. He's got the low end of the straight, but that is a hand you do not like. However, he was all in. He didn't have a choice but to like it. So he
loves it. That's a scooper.
It is a scooper. Scoop. A $540 pot.
There you go, MINCLICK.
And that's where I was talking about a while ago. He had some outs. He hit that gut shot on the turn on the bottom board. Everybody else bricked, and he went scoop.
Good for him. First time playing on the stream. It's got to get some of the nerves out when you win a big pot like that.
Absolutely. That should put him back in the positive, too. I don't think he's ever reloaded.
Yeah, he's been playing pretty conservatively, but see if this will open him up a little bit.
Ron says, well, give me another beverage and let's reload here.
So that was hand 18. Everybody tuning in. This is Patty Mac's live stream coming to you from Burleson, Texas. We have this stream every Monday night. It's a 1-2 no limit hold'em game with just a bomb pot. Wednesday nights they do a little bigger version, have a DC button and a little more high stakes action. So definitely check out all the streams.
Well, I can tell you, high stakes or not, we've got action tonight. They are throwing some chips around.
Yeah, it may be 1-2, but you know, as we expected, this group's gonna have some fun with it. They're gonna enjoy each other's company, and none of them are afraid to put the money in the middle.
Not at all. Jake's been quiet tonight. The handsome guy there in seat 2.
So Nate, I apologize. I didn't promote our new blog about beet-based recipes. I'm still working on the ad for that. Try to get it up by next stream.
Here comes Ron. He did the same thing with the 8 deuce earlier. He makes it 15 with 6-7 offsuit. Outlaw's going to fold. She's protecting her stack, and rightly so. And he's going to let his hand go. Looks like AJ reloaded. He called 15 with a 9-6. We're getting a little loose here.
MINCLICK call.
Jakeoff comes in with a suited king.
Brad's got the ace of clubs. Jacoff's got 2 of them. It'll be fun to see some clubs hit. If anybody has any beet-based recipes, please send them over for Nate and I.
Ron's got a gut shot. AJ got a gut shot. Jakeoff's got top pair. Ron's going to fire with his gut shot. Ron's going to need a 9. AJ's got one of those. AJ's going to need one of Ron's 7s. I don't think Jake's going anywhere. Yeah, Chuck, we were asked to turn the players off. The noise was it was too muddled. It's because of how many people are in the room tonight. The room's full. We've got cash games. We've got tournaments going. It was just really, really hard to understand them.
If you open your windows, you could probably hear them without the stream.
Yeah, they're a little loud in there tonight. Well, that's not going to help Ron. Jake going to fire. Is he going to check? He checks. Ron's going to check and
$135 pot.
Yep, going over to Jakeoff.
Oh, he does. No, wait. He bet $25 and Ron called. Okay.
What he could 6-7. Not sure why.
Yeah.
Why he just called there? Maybe he thought Jake had 2-4.
He put him on exactly 2-4.
He put him on 2-4. He had to if he's going to call there.
Right.
He had to put him on 2-4.
What else could it be? Ron's having fun.
Ron has a blast all the time.
I think he just wanted to show him he's going to get called no matter what.
He's just setting him up for later on.
Yeah.
There's our chip counts.
Yeah, PNTYDROPPR still with 1.3 way in the lead. 4 players are in the green. Nobody's down, a huge amount. Brad's 3 bought. Okay, we kind of expected that might happen if things didn't go his way early.
AJ just really committed to one particular hand with the king high and flop and just got out kicked.
Ron started off winning that huge bomb pot and then now's had to rebuy. So he's
sharing.
He's going to be in that loose aggressive range at the end of the night, I imagine.
Brad raised it up with the suited Jack 10. Ron called. I don't know if Ron even looked at his cards.
He didn't need to look at them.
Nah.
Overrated.
He's going to get 5 more of them here in a minute.
Need another sip of beer before you look at anything.
There's some loose calls here. That's for sure.
Yeah, and Brad has a real hand, so they think he's just messing around. Wait and see.
Jake says, I can't fold my 2 cards. Panty dropper did.
AJ's got the 9-6. I like that. That one seems to do well on the stream. We'll see. I already saw one player win with it tonight. I think that was the hand that Andy took down.
Well, let's see what happens here. There's a 6-9 gut shot. Brad flops, tops trips with 10s.
Yeah.
No heart draws. Brad's going to move it all in. Nobody's going to believe him having done that.
Yeah, he's protecting against the hard draws, but yeah, you're right.
I don't think anybody's got enough to call him.
Yeah, Jake can't call with just a king. He wants to. I don't think he believes him, like you said, but
Brad showed him the 10.
yeah. See, I always have it. That's what he's saying. You think I'm bluffing? I always have it.
And Brad knows enough to show him that it'll pay off at some point. He might make the same move again with nothing and get paid off.
Exactly right. Yeah. So we got 20 people in the chat tonight. Let us know where you're coming from. Where are you located? See who's the furthest out or the closest by.
I think there's one of them in the chat that's sitting at the cash table watching the stream.
I know. I don't know if Paul's still on, but I know he's in Colorado. Patty Mac still in the box, looking good.
All right, hand 21. Ron's under the gun. He's rubbing his cards for luck. And it looks like he fired 15. I don't even know if he looked. 6-3 makes the call for 15. Andy with a suited king 9. That might get raised here. Nope, just the call. Suited jack. Brad's got the hearts.
So 2 aces, both with the 4 kicker, and there's another 4 out there. So lots of opportunities.
Jack high. AJ's going to take the lead. Oh, Jake off is going to take the lead with the 8. His 8 is playing right now.
Nobody with the 5. AJ's calling with his jack and deuce kicker.
Jake said, I don't think anybody's got a 5. It's going to cost you 100 to find out.
Yeah. So AJ does have the 2 pair, but you can't love your kicker.
What is Ron doing?
He's going to hit ace maybe.
Well, he needs a 2-3 or a 4-4 or an ace.
He's not going to be in the net box.
He is definitely not in the net. I think that that's going to apply to the loose aggressive side of the things.
Seymour, Texas. Okay.
Looks like that. He might be reloading. And the 10. Not going to improve. Jay's going to pick up a $384 pot right there.
Yeah, good job, Jake. Taking another one down. Been steady. Dragging pots.
You know, when you're handsome like Jake, that's what happens.
That's what happens.
That's what happens.
Get all the chicks and get all the chips.
Hey, Zach, you've got DJ and Bone in the box or in the booth tonight. Good to hear from you, man.
Come on, Zach. You don't recognize Bone and DJ?
That's another guy we love playing with. He's a great guy, great tournament player.
He was here last night. I talked to him last night. He's a great guy. He comes up to Boo Rays on Wednesday nights when I host chess. So
How's that going? You've been doing that for a long time now, right?
3 years.
3 years.
Never missed a Wednesday. So if you're a chess player in the area, we play on Wednesday nights. If you're not at Poker House, which if you are, I understand. But if you're not, stop by, say hi, have some Cajun food, play some chess. Very casual. So that shows the chop. So we had a misread on the graphic. That explains Ron's play.
What was it?
He had a jack.
Oh,
not an
okay.
ace.
Okay. All right. The graphic was Ron.
That's why we were
All
scratching.
right, Ron,
our
I apologize. That was a graphic mistake, not a you.
head. Yeah.
So
I was trying to figure it out, and then it showed that he chopped. I'm like, how?
that's funny, Zach. He said, I played yesterday and got 24th place, so I guess you could say I still got it. Well,
Yeah.
that happens to everybody.
Yeah. No, but there was a 3,000 player field.
Yeah,
So
3,000 player field, Zach. You did a great job, man. You know, it was a 3-hour tournament, too, for 3,000 people. We ran them in and out.
they get it going.
Seeing some of these calls tonight, pre-flop, I could see where that could happen. Oh, Outlaw, there you go. There you go. There's a real hand. Deuce 4 hearts.
You'll mix it up, get in there.
6-3. Queen 5. We're playing premiums now.
Yeah, you know it's going to be Broadway flop.
Absolutely. MINCLICK will be happy about that.
Yeah.
MINCLICK's going to make a little move here. Just a $4 raise to 6.
He plays a little old school.
He does. He does.
It's my kind of raise or bet, you know.
Well, you know Brad's not going to let that happen with Jack 10 again.
You remember the days of the 1-2 game when a $6 or a $12 bet was normal?
Absolutely. You know, when I first started playing, you couldn't find a no limit game.
Right.
Everything in the poker rooms was limit. You know, you'd play, 1-3, 3-6, you know, whatever the limit was, 10, 25, 10. You played 1-3-6 with a rock, and a lot of those white chip games, you know, those dollar bill games, you could get some huge pots.
Oh, for sure. I used to play at WinStar when they first opened. They were in the tent. Wasn't even 24 hours.
Yep.
Tiny little room, but
Yep. We used to take the bus up there.
right.
And it was supposed to be an 8-hour trip, but we would stay all weekend and take the last bus home Sunday, and we would just sleep in the restroom. We would take turns. You know, people would play over you back then. They'd put a little thing over your chips, and they'd play over you. You could be gone for an hour, and we'd go take an hour nap. We'd be there all weekend.
Right.
So it's like MINCLICK's going to win this one. Brad's going to lay down his Jack 10.
All right. $142 pot. He drags another one. It's having a good night.
But yeah, when people first started playing no limit around here anyway, if you were playing a 1-2 game or a 1-3 game, those $12 bets meant something. That's just a little sweetener now. That's just waiting for the real raise.
Right. It's Andy.
But I do think, having played a lot of places, I do think the majority of games in Texas play different than a lot of other places.
I hear that every time somebody comes from California, anywhere, they're like, Texas is a whole different game.
It really is. Now, there are places, out in California especially, California, the majority of the poker rooms out there that I've played in are very, very loose and very, very aggressive. You have to really be able to sustain some really big swings out there. Here, you can play pretty straight, but tight aggressive works. Tight aggressive really doesn't work out there because you're just going to get run over.
Yep. Brad got a suited connector, couple of jacks, couple of kings, one ace in the field. Outlaw's got the ace.
Now, I will say this about California poker. I played some tournaments out there, and the tournament play is not like the cash game play. The tournament game is much more ABC. It's becoming more aggressive, but it's a lot more ABC poker, like a lot of the other country does with their cash games. Cash games in Texas can get outrageous sometimes.
Right.
All right, hand 23. Let's see what Brad can do with a 7-8 of diamonds. Not a whole lot.
Andy hits a 10. Put him in the lead. No one's playing hearts.
Brad's got a gut shot. Would need a 9. He's not going to fold for that. He might hit a 9.
Sharon, you don't have to pick. You can go for both.
They're both doing really well tonight.
Absolutely.
So. Well, Josie's going to represent a little bit here. Not going to slow Brad down. There's Brad's 9. Brad makes it straight. Ron's going to lead out. And I think Brad's going to end up showing him the bad news, right? 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a sneaky straight.
It's a very sneaky straight. You know, although King Jack does get there.
True.
There it comes. Now, see, he might get paid off here.
But you know, you got a jack in your hand, so.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
He raised 120. What is Andy going to do? He's got a jack in his hands.
Now, Andy's been put in a couple of tough spots tonight. I just don't think he's going to believe him. He might think Brad's on a busted flush draw.
Sharon, why are you not up here playing? We got tournament going tonight. Cash games going. Come by.
Well, he didn't lean back and take a drink. Gonna show him the 10. All right, he's gonna get away from it.
Yep. Good
Gonna
fold.
get away from it.
Good fold.
Brad's gonna show him the straight.
And dice hand for Brad.
Yep.
That's a pretty good sized pot. Puts him back in just under the watermark there, being in the green. Got 4 in the green and 4 in the red at the moment. MINCLICK's just silently moving up.
Yep.
Picking his spots, taking his pots. I think that was his strategy coming in. I think he knew this was going to be a kind of a aggressive and maybe a little wild group, but he's playing his role as the assassin. Dressed like it too.
Here we go with hand 24. I don't think we're going to reach that 60 mark.
So Sharon, that's one thing that makes Patty Mac games so different is there is no straddle. On Monday nights on the Patty Mac live stream, it's 1-2, no straddle, no bomb pot. Well, I think they do a bomb pot at the end of the game on Monday nights, but it's a little less of intimidation if you want to come try it out.
Now, the tournament tonight was the Dallas Straddle, correct?
Oh, she's talking about.
Yeah, she might be talking about the Dallas, the tournament tonight being the Dallas Straddle.
I got you. Yeah,
I think that's the only night that we have that, correct? Monday night. Yeah. It's the Dallas Straddle, which is a 4 straddle on the button. Just promotes a little bit of action. Ron moved all in for $127
with 8-4,
and Brad raised it. Ron called. Yeah, there is no shortage of chips flying around tonight. If I was to get in this game, I might want to wear a hockey mask.
You got time. You should. They still got a seat waiting on you.
Yeah, Sharon said, yeah, I'm a big tournament girl. Absolutely.
Yeah, I misunderstood. My fault. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. Andy's going to shove with the deuce 4 suited. You know, we've only had, I think, one graphic mistake tonight. I can't believe that these are correct.
Yeah, and I don't think Brad's going to fold.
Oh, Brad can't fold. He can. He raised it 100.
Right. So what's Andy?
He's got about 120, 125.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah, Brad's got to call this. 121, 121. Oh, he could have opened it.
So what is Brad in for? Because Ron went all in.
Brad raised it 100, I believe is what
okay.
it said.
Okay.
Ron then moved all in for 121, Andy made the call.
I see. I got you.
Now I don't believe the action's open back up, so Brad's going to end up putting $21 more in this pot. See a flop. Well, you got a spade draw and you got a flush draw. Andy with the 2-4, they're going to run 2 boards.
Ron hit his 8.
Ron's got a straight draw as well. Queen doesn't help anybody. There you go.
Hey, Ron's going to take the first one. Pair of 8s.
Pair of 8's going to take that first board.
He knew what he was doing.
And Brad's going to take the second board. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad will take the second board with king high.
Oh, no, the deuce.
Oh, the deuce did get there. The deuce did get there. So Ron and Andy are going to chop up Brad's money.
They're going to give a high five. They're fist pumping. They're pumping their fists.
They're going to chop Brad's money right there.
That's the memory is going to be worth all the chips they put into that.
Remember that time I was all in with deuce 4, 3-handed, and took half the pot?
Yeah, and I had 8-4, and we took Brad's money.
You know, he had outs on the top board to the flush draw and the straight draw. He had a lot of outs there. Just didn't get there on the top board. He could have scooped that with the deuce 4.
Yeah. That was hand number 24. Now back to Hold'em, hand 25. Patty Mac's live stream from Burleson, Texas. The game plays from 7 to 10. We're 15-minute delay, so we'll be on till 10:15.
You know, I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't really expect this. I thought it would be somewhere in between.
Yeah, it's a little different than I expected as well. We're seeing some of what I thought we'd see, but maybe not quite as wild as I thought.
I think I'm actually seeing it out of a couple of people I wouldn't expect it from. So, good for these guys.
Okay, hand 25 is underway.
There's a suited ace for MINCLICK.
Yeah, a chance to get on the board if you can get the flush.
Pocket kings for Jay. He's going to raise it up, make it 10. He's going to get some action here.
I almost dread seeing that hand lately. I've lost 5 times in a row with it. But it's big. It's powerful.
Look at Ron. Ron with the 7-9. That hand used to be known as the Gene Hamilton gentleman I used to deal for, actually.
Okay.
Great guy. Not with us anymore, but he was a wonderful guy. That was his favorite hand.
Got another 97 in there. 8
Yeah.
Folded. Maybe some of Ron's outs.
MINCLICK, I think
seven.
MINCLICK gets away from this, but there's no way Jake does.
I think all the 7s are gone.
Nobody folded an ace, so MINCLICK's certainly alive. Are you going to let it go? Jake's going to shove? All in.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, no choice. Brad's going to have to lay his Jack-7 down.
That's going to leave Ron looking for a bunch of 9s.
Ron,
No 7s.
Ron put it in there with the old 7-9.
Looking for some 9s. He's a Niner fan all of a sudden.
Yeah, he got the 01 gapper. Give him a 6-8-10 flop. Let's see what happens.
There's the 10.
Nope.
Not gonna work.
No backdoor flush
Runner,
draw.
runner.
Nope. And that's going to wrap it up. That's going to be Jake's pot. $384 pot for Jake.
Yep. Good job, Jake. All the Jake fans out in the crowd got to be happy there. I know he's got a rail on the chat.
You know, again, when you're handsome like Jake, that's what happens with those pocket kings. They hold up.
Yeah, he's gonna have to teach me that trick. Every single poker player thinks they're unlucky in some regard. They think they run worse than everybody else in certain scenarios. But I am not kidding. Kings is just
One of those
me.
hands.
It's killing me.
Loose aggressive. We've got Brad, Ron, Andy. No surprise there. Outlaw, MINCLICK, Jake Offer over on the knit side. I don't really, you know, that graphic bothers me a little bit. I don't think it's knit. I think they're actually playing pretty well.
Yeah.
They're not making a lot of loose calls, and they're betting their hands when they've got it. So I like the way they're playing. AJ, unfortunately, made a stand with one particular hand that didn't work out for him.
Especially Outlaw in that box. I mean, she's been mixing it up.
She has been
in a
mixing
lot
it
of
up.
hands.
Yep.
I would not put her in that box.
And I know that's calculated by the, voluntary, amount of money you put in the pot and how many times you've done it and that kind of stuff. But you can raise it with 6, get raised, 2 or 3 times and fold, and you get put in that knit category. And maybe you were making a move with yours and just didn't work out.
Yeah, I get that. Just doesn't tell the whole story sometimes.
Yeah.
Andy with Queen 3 of diamonds. We've got Jake off Broadway cards. PNTYDROPPR's got some Broadway cards. MINCLICK's got the only ace. I'm going to go 5 ways to the flop.
I'm going to pick the Queen 3 of diamonds here.
All right, give me the King 10.
I see hearts. I see black cards.
There's the King 10.
There you go. Queen Jack's going to stay in this pot. King 10's going to be there.
King 10.
Oh, King 10. I see it now.
It's locked.
Was it flop 10, King 10? Is
It
that right?
was.
Okay. All right. I missaw the flop.
Yeah, it's a lot. Assuming no diamond, I think.
Now, Outlaw led that with the king.
I guess ace would work.
Jakeoff's going to call with the Queen Jack. He doesn't know it, but his 9 or ace is no good.
Yeah.
PNTYDROPPR just got a lock on this hand. He's just going to let them bet and lead the whole way. He's not scared of any cards. He's really not scared of any cards now.
Now he's really not.
That's
now Outlaw is going to be hurting.
That is a really bad card for PNTYDROPPR. That's just going to kill his action here. He had people leading into him. I don't know that anybody can put any more money in this pot other than PNTYDROPPR. He's going to check this. Oh, she did. She did. He's just going to call.
Yeah, she's made.
They're chopping this pot. They're chopping this pot. Yeah, they're chopping this pot. PNTYDROPPR doesn't know it. What a terrible card for PNTYDROPPR in more ways than one.
Basically 1 out.
1 out. Yeah.
That's what he just said. You can read his lips. He said you had 1 out.
What a terrible turn card.
Terry says he doesn't like the King either. Did you struggle there, Terry? I know you made an incredible run. Congrats on your final table Saturday. Very nice. I know you started really short. That was cool to see you do that.
Lane, I'm not sure where Rhino is tonight.
Rhino was here. He's in the room.
Oh, is he?
Or he was when I came in. Probably played the tournament.
I missed him when I walked in. Took the night off commentating to play a little tournament poker.
Yeah, he came in with James right at the same time I did. James being Baby Huey for the people on the stream. Need to get some trading cards made with all the stream players.
All the stream
I
players.
think that'd be fun.
Yeah, they wouldn't be worth much, but it'd be a lot of fun.
Put some stats on them.
Yep, Terry, King, East on the River, that will happen. That was Barry Greenstein's book, Ace on the River.
Yeah. You know, he used to donate all his winnings. I think one of his son's charities. Had a lot of money in tournaments and gave it all away.
Not a whole lot for anybody here. Ron raised it up with a jack 4.
Brad's got the 4 deuce, so you know he's excited.
MINCLICK's got a spade draw. AJ's got pocket 5s. Suited king for panty dropper. What's Brad thinking about doing here? A little thievery?
Yep.
Nope, he just calls.
Oh, okay.
Almost 100 in the pot before we start.
How about a set of 5s for AJ? Put one on the flop.
Nobody's got the 8. Set of 5s are still in the lead.
Brad hits his 2. Flops 2 pair.
Man, looks like it. AJ bet 50 with the best hand. Now I think Brad's got thievery on his mind.
It's a good bet by AJ on that board, but Brad's going to test him, see if he can keep his aggression.
Yeah, the clubs get there. AJ makes a big bet. He's got to be a little bit worried, but they go check.
Yeah, that opens the door for Brad now.
Yeah.
Although it looks like they're going to check.
They went check. AJ showed him the 5s, and they're good. So AJ wins him 1.
I think Brad could tell he was getting called. Save the money. Kevin says he'll do the cards if we can get the mug shots. Well, man, I will make that happen. Deal on that.
I would say let's not put our career stats on there.
You can make up your stats.
We'll make up our stats. There you go. I like that. Paul, Brad's on there because the players were begging him to play. So that was the player decision, not the poker house or Brad's. They were all chanting for Brad to play. They wanted his money, and so far they're getting it.
Paul, this Bone, are you playing next week? Are you in second lineup? I hope you are.
Paul's a lot of fun to play with.
I can't wait. I hope he's on the stream next week. One of my favorite dealers at the poker house, and I like them all, but Paul's just a super nice guy. He makes everything fun. If Paul's in the room, it's fun.
He's all right.
Yeah, don't make him have a big head.
You know, other than being a Cowboy fan.
Well, that's another reason I like him. and he's loyal.
He is loyal. Well, if you're a Cowboy fan, you have to be.
Right.
AJ picks up 6s right after the 5s.
Yeah, give him another shot. I want to see him flop a set.
MINCLICK with the ace-10, Jack with, let's see. Brad in there with the 7 deuces of diamonds. Die-hard Cowboys. I hear you, Paul.
Paul's one of those guys, he can call you trash, and it's a compliment. He means it as an endearment.
Oh, Andy hit his 8. Well, Ron's going to fire at this. With his gut shot, he needs a 5. And he just called.
AJ is looking for a 6. Gonna give Andy a full
Andy
house.
has a full house, and Ron's leading out into him.
Lane's a Cowboy hater for life.
Andy's going to put in the raise here. Ron's going to have to lay this down. Nice try, Ron. You represented. Just didn't work out for you.
That was hand 28. Still got 3 hours and 16 minutes in the fortune jackpot. A couple of players are on the board at the moment. Need to get some fortune hands. We've got 4 of our players are in the green. PNTYDROPPR still in the lead at the moment with 1.2K. 4 players in the red. That will change. Get a bomb pot every hour, so when the 9 o'clock bomb pot comes, I'm sure we'll see some change in that.
Absolutely. All right. Is our bomb pot here?
Yeah, this must be it.
Doing a 5-card bomb pot.
Yeah, so this is something
There's
different. There's no boards.
Yeah, this is a 5-chord. This is a. Looks like they're playing 5.
Congress.
They might be playing a Hound of Congress.
Maybe they got a dealer button. I didn't see him slip it in.
Or they're playing just 5-card PLO or Congress, which is a PLO high-low game, one board. And if that's the case, let's see who's got anything worth having here.
Congress is not my strength. I'm going to rely on you for this.
I've got you. I enjoy Congress. People overplay the lows a lot. You got to pick your spots.
I like 4-card Omaha high-low, but Congress just adds that extra layer that makes it very difficult.
We're going to have 135 in the pot pre-flop, and I don't know if we're set up for the flop. We'll just kind of figure it out as we go. Now, ace-3 right now would be, or 3-6 and ace-3, if somebody had those, would be the nuts. You've got the high and the low. There's no flush draw.
PNTYDROPPR has ace-3.
PNTYDROPPR has a lock on this hand right now, unless somebody's got 3-6. Somebody could have flopped a set. Those straights can run away from you real quick.
I don't see a 3-6 out there.
I see a 3-4-5 for Brad. Yeah, this is going to be a big pot if it gets back to the ace-3. The ace-3 is the nuts, right? He bet 40. Now he's just getting called.
Sharon loves Congress, so she's a tournament gal and Congress.
Yeah, that's my favorite game. When we play mixed games or we play dealer choice, that's the game I usually call. Andy's in there with an overpair. 6-8. I guess he can catch a 7 for the top board. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to give him the top. If he's got 6-7, do you have 6-7? No, he had 6-8. I think PNTYDROPPR still got a lock on this hand. 2 cards in your hand have to play.
So he's playing the ace-3 for the low.
He's playing the ace-3 for the low. Now he could have got counterfeited there if somebody else had a wheel card with their ace, but they don't. PNTYDROPPR checked. Not going to change it. PNTYDROPPR's going to take this.
No full house, yeah.
6-8's not going to help. Yeah, this is going to be panty dropper's hand. He's the only one with the wheel. Well, no, Brad's got the wheel. No, the ace didn't come, did it?
No.
Okay, yeah.
And the 6 high didn't make. So, yep, that's a panty dropper win.
The wheel gives him the high and the low.
Very nice.
Yep, absolutely.
He drags another big pot. You know, he's just building that stack up over 1.5 now. He came in really confident.
He did. You know,
he's
been playing really well. He lost that first bomb pot hand, repopped one time, and hasn't looked back since.
Yeah.
He won a big hand with ace king against king 10 on a king high flop against AJ. All right, they're paying out for their
buttons.
Their buttons.
What did they call that? The squid game?
Squid game, I think, is what they called it. Haven't been a part of one of those, but I think it's interesting.
Yeah, I really enjoyed when they did the Nick game, so I'm just learning the squid game. Let's see. A little hard to follow from here.
Yeah.
I'm sure when you're at the table, it's a lot of fun.
All right. So we're on hand 30.
Yeah, a little more than halfway, maybe.
And he's going to wake up with pocket kings. And he's just always going to play it sneaky. Looks like he just called the $2.
I'm going to start doing that. Just limp with it. Throw it away.
It's really nice when it hits, and if an ace does hit, it's cheap to get away from.
Throw it away.
Ace 10 just going to make the call. You know,
Three aces out there.
There's a lot of ace 10 raising or 6-8 raises and 2-3 raises, but these big hands are limping and looking to come out of the weeds.
Limping is pimping. That's what they say nowadays.
I don't think Brad will limp. I don't think he can just call $2. It's just not in him. But he does. Oh, they're surprised too.
So one ace hit the muck, and there's 2 others here, so there's not a lot of aces to come out on the board.
No, but you know how it is when you have kings.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Brad did raise it. Or somebody did. Ron raised it. Ron raised it to 28 with the jack 3.
With the jack 3. Good.
Everybody's going to call. There's going to be $100 or so in the pot or more when it gets back to Andy.
And it's going choo-choo all in. I think we have a button for that over there.
I don't know if he put it all in. I know he did. Oh, he made it 88. So.
Okay.
Now that, you know, it does, with him just limping pre-flop, it looks like that could be a squeeze play. Somebody might not believe him. It's a perfect position for it, and Brad's going to fall right into that trap.
Yep.
There's no, I mean, this is fold for Outlaw and a snap call for Andy. There's no way he folds it.
Yeah, he's laughing about it, but yeah, he knows. The chances of Brad having aces here is almost 0.
That limping with $2 got him paid right here. Now there's still 5 cards to come. Anything can happen, but he's going to get it in with the best of it here.
Yeah, and then the smaller 3-bet. You know, I would have had a tendency to try to shut everybody out, but he played it perfect.
And it looks like he said just one time.
Well, we know there's only 1 ace left.
So there's $446 in the middle.
No, they're running it twice.
All right. Yep. Brad can only win this with the queen. Yep. Well, he won the first one. Well, he hit 2 5s on the bottom board. On the bottom board. Yeah, let's not hit anything there.
How about a king for Andy?
And he picked up a flush draw, but he's going to be good. He knows he's good here.
King.
Oh my gosh.
Killer king.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Scoop, $446.
Wow.
Wow. King on the river.
Yep, that's how you do that. Good job, Andy. Brad got a really bad beat there at the end.
You know,
He was way behind, then got way ahead.
Looks like I need to go back and add that to my repertoire. Just the limp, the limp under the gun +1 with kings, and the small re-raise. Just call and wait for somebody to pop it.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And then catch on the river.
And then hit your 2-outer on the river there.
Yeah, that's what you need. Shark ears. Hey, Chris. That's Hasos Picassos in the chat.
Yeah. Chris, how you doing, buddy? Good to hear from you.
Paul enjoyed it.
Paul, how'd you like that king on the river, buddy?
AJ's got a big hand, ace jack.
He's going to limp.
Jake's going to limp with his ace.
So now, just to let everybody know on this game, it's not like our usual 1-2 Monday night game. You can rebuy for up to 75% of the big stack. So it looks like Brad might have reloaded for about 750 or so, maybe a little more. Can't really see it, but it looks like it was up there. Ron raised it up with his 8-5 off. Ron's picked some interesting hands tonight to raise with.
He has indeed, yeah. He's got his own flair and style.
It's like Andy's just going to call. AJ's going to call. Jake can't go anywhere, right, with the suited ace? He's going to show him, so he's going to fold it. He's going to fold that hand.
Chris, I don't envy you moving. Every time I've ever done it, I swear it's the last time.
He did float the ace-6 of spades. I think I can get away from that in this game. Although he would have been in second place starting out.
Yeah, good fold based on AJ's holding at the moment. Ron's going to hit a 5.
Ron's going to hit a 5, and there's some money going in this pot. She's going to lead out. I don't think Ron's going to slow down.
Yeah, Outlaw with her queen leads out, $30.
And he's going to let his go. AJ's going to fold. Ron's going to call, hoping to hit an 8 or another 5. There's the king.
Might be a little bit scary for Outlaw, but she's going to make it, what, 8?
Not scared at all. Looks like she made a $40 bet. Looks like Ron snap called. She also picked up the club draw. And there's the ace.
The other scare card.
Ron went check with his 5. Josie's going to show, or Outlaw's going to show him the queen, and that's it.
She's got a smile on her face. $242 pot. Nice time. She's building a nice little stack there, too. She's creeped up now into third place. Having a good night.
Give me that squid button.
Both her and Jake having a good night.
Oh, so that's why those were over there. They've got them stacked, and when you win a pot, heads up, you get one. So, okay.
They're sitting in the empty seat.
Yeah, and when they're all out, then you count it up, and everybody owes you for that amount.
Got it. Learn something.
Yeah.
You ever play at the fort?
I have. Played up there several times.
Played one time, and again, maybe it was just I didn't give it enough chance, but just wasn't as friendly. I don't know. It wasn't as comfortable.
It's not as. This is one of the most comfortable poker rooms I've ever played in. Now the temperature sometimes can be a little cold or a little warm. It kind of goes both ways. But as far as the people, you just can't beat it. I keep saying that. Just a great group of people up here.
Yeah.
Both the staff and the players. There are certainly a lot of personalities. Of course, being around poker as long as we have, you learn that there is a lot of different personalities, and that's what makes the game fun.
It is what makes the game for sure. You know, it's not just TV personalities. Every poker room has their own dynamic of personalities, and this is a great one.
All right.
There's the ace queen. I wondered where it went. Jumped off the screen, but Jake's got ace queen.
Just called who? Ron raised it with an 8-5 again. So this is back-to-back 8-5s for Ron. He's not giving up.
Josie's got the poker house nuts, and she's going to get a 2-3 flop to go with it. So,
well, MINCLICK's going to flop a flush. Ron's going to make top pair. And Andy's going to have the nut flush redraw, and Brad's firing with bottom pair.
See if MINCLICK can hang on.
Ron's going to let top pair go.
He's got to know he's ahead at the moment.
Outlaw's going to call with her gut shot straight draw with the poker house nuts. There's no way Andy folds here, right? No, he's going to make a raise. Now this is going to put MINCLICK in a position with his made flush.
Yeah, and he's sitting on that stack thinking, do I want to give it back?
Now he knows Andy's an aggressive player.
Yeah, but he's going to put the money in.
He shoves all in.
Good for him.
I would expect Andy to call here. He does have a will draw. He doesn't know it's no good, but he's also got the nut flush redraw.
Yeah.
He's stuck 140 in the middle.
It's going to be our biggest pot of the night.
Oh, he hates it. He hates it. He hates it.
Because he knows MINCLICK is a really tight player.
Yeah.
So he's got to know at the moment he's way behind. But has that draw? Two-way draw. Needs a 4 or spade.
Looks like he put he said, well, I've got a third of my stack in there. I'm getting pot odds. I call.
Yeah, the 4 is no good. He's going to need the spade.
Looks like they're going to run it twice.
That's a
going to be
MINCLICK.
MINCLICK.
Always good to win the first one, they say.
Yeah, it kind of takes the pressure off for sure. And there's a spade. They're going to go chop, chop.
Yep.
They're going to go chop, chop.
I know some people are not a big fan of running it twice just for that reason, because you got such a lock on the hand. You've already got the flush. Why give your opponent so many more chances? But on the flip side, you don't want to be that unlucky first card out the spade and, take half the pot.
Yeah, I see both sides of it. Me personally, I would prefer just being able to run it once.
Yeah.
If I get my money in good, why would I want to give my opponent 2 chances to run me down?
Right.
We're playing to make a little bit of money and have some fun. Now you don't want to bet the house, and lose it on a 1-outer or 2-outer, but it happens. It is poker.
Yeah.
But personally, I'd prefer just to run it once. But we play. There's so many of us here that play together all the time.
Yeah.
We trade money back and forth anyway, so we enjoy. Hey, let's just run it twice and see what happens.
Brad told me the same thing. It's a courtesy.
It is.
When you know you're ahead, it's a courtesy to give your opponent that opportunity.
I had something come up the other night. I told you we played last Monday really late. I had something come up. We had a gentleman come in that never played with before, didn't know who he was, never seen him. I think he bought a membership when he walked in, and we got tied up in a real big hand. I flopped a full house. He had trips, and I flopped the full house. And he asked me once or twice, and I told him once. And once I showed him my hand, he wasn't happy about it. But it was one of those things. It was somebody I didn't know. I'd never played with before. I didn't want to give him 2 opportunities to run me down.
Right.
And now had it been one of our guys, somebody that I play with all the time, and we have a history and we usually run it twice, I'm perfectly fine running those twice.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do.
But everybody has their opinion and different reasons for playing the way they play.
All right, we're on to hand number 39.
This is a bomb pot.
Is it a bomb pot?
It
or
is a bomb
another-
pot. Yeah,
okay.
it's a bomb pot.
So this is the 9 o'clock bomb pot.
Yeah. Again, we're on a 15-minute delay.
2/3 of the way through the stream. Gone by quick. It's fun having you back here, DJ.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that very much.
Very knowledgeable.
I enjoy doing it.
People can learn a lot. Just sit and listen to you talk poker.
Well, now here come the hands, so we can see what's up there. There's a 10 jack out there. Ron's got the lock on the top, but there's flush draws out there. I don't see any sets at this point, but we just got our graphics up. Outlaw's got some draws. He's got the top set on the top board. Ron's got the 8. Ron's got a really nice hand right here. Was it Ron? Where'd he go? No,
Yeah, it jumped off the
it
screen.
jumped off the screen, but I see Outlaw with the jack 10 and the set of kings. So right now he's ahead on the top.
Ron still has his cards. We just can't.
Yeah, we just can't see him.
Jake off with the full house in the lead.
Yeah, with the pocket 5s.
And there's Ron's hand. He's got the 8.
And he's got the jack 10, so he's got the same wheel up, or the same Broadway up top.
Yeah. Doesn't want to pair that 5 on the bottom, but he could pair the 4.
Well, that's going to be a bad card for some of the chop pots.
Ron's going to make the, no, he's just got to use 2 in your hand. So,
Yep, no, he's got it. He's got it. He's got the wheel. There's no flush draw. I mean, he's got Broadway. There's no flush draw. So all of those Broadway, Outlaw, Ron, they're going to chop the top pot. 8-8-4. Who's got that? 5's full. Looks like it's going to take that one. 8-10, 8 ace. No, Ron's got 8.
he's got a boat.
8's full of aces. Ron's got 8 full of aces, so he's gonna take the bottom, and the top is gonna be quartered. It's really a bad break for Outlaw. She had a lock on that top pot,
Right.
on that top board.
Well, Ron needed a good pot, so good job, Ron.
Yeah, Jake's gonna bet his 5's full. Ron's all in. Outlaw's got a call, and she's gonna quarter that top pot. So Ron's gonna get half of the top.
And Outlaw's got the
bottom. Yeah. I thought Ron had. Oh, no. Doesn't Ron have aces full of 8s according to the board?
That's what I
mean,
thought.
8s full of aces?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 8s full of aces. That's going to trump the 5. So Ron's going to get 3/4 of this pot. He's going to get the bottom and half the top. And for you guys that haven't played a lot of bomb pots, the bottom board is the board closest to the dealer. Now, this is one of those things where Patty Mac, not being a dealer, it's going to take them a minute to chop this pot up and get it all straight. So, yeah, 3/4 of that pot goes to Ron.
Yeah, when you're sitting at the table and, you know, you're enjoying yourself and having fun, those dealers are working hard. And
Yeah.
some of them are amazing how quickly they can calculate those pots, get them divided up and move on and deal the hands. And that's a very good skill to have when you're a dealer.
It is, and it's really amazing to watch. Again, like you said, when you're playing, you're not concentrating on it. You're looking at the pot size, but you can have 3 or 4 people in a pot limit game, and there's different amounts. There's a couple of all-ins for different amounts, and they've got to chop that pot up 3 ways before you get to the river and then figure it out on the end. They do an incredible job with it. A lot of people, until they actually sit in the box, don't realize how difficult that is and how much they actually have to keep up with.
And how annoying it is when the players are pointing and yelling and saying, I've got this and I've got that.
And we all do it. I've done it. I do it. I catch myself at times questioning something, and of course I'm 99% of the time I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But hey, your dealers are going to make a mistake every now and then. We all do, and it's okay. There's no reason to berate or talk bad or be hard on a dealer. Those guys are working for you, and they do a really, really outstanding job, especially here at Poker House Fort Worth.
Yeah, they've got to learn so many games with all the bomb pots and the DC buttons and the Congress and the. I know they were talking about pineapple and crazy pineapple, and lazy pineapple, and
that's one thing here that I do enjoy about Poker House is they limit the pot limit games. The DC buttons. They kind of limit the games that we're able to play, which is good. You don't really want a table full of dealer's choice and anything goes.
Yeah,
it makes it really difficult. Things slowed down just a little bit with the crazy raises pre-flop. We're getting close to the end, and
Outlaw's got a 4-3 of hearts. Andy's got a 6-2. A lot of little cards. Jake with a 4-3. All gonna see a flop 6 ways. Brad's 10-7 is gonna take the lead with the pair 10.
no, Ron's got Jack 10.
Oh, Jack 10 does.
Jack 10, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
MINCLICK's got second pair, the redraw. AJ's got a gut shot. He needs a 9. Jake off. He's even got bottom pair, but he's going to let it go. Ron's going to bet his. Outlaw's going to be ambitious with the 3-4.
Yeah,
He's got bottom
call
pair.
$20 with a bottom pair.
And Brad called with his gut shot.
And no hearts.
A little something for everybody. A 9 would be
A train wreck card.
it wouldn't be great.
It's fun for us to sit back here and
Oh,
root
absolutely.
for those train wrecks,
Absolutely.
but when you're at the table,
Oh, you don't want them. You don't ever want them.
yeah, dread that. You know, sometimes it's going to happen. All right, 4-5. Outlaw's drawing thin now.
Brad's going to lead out. Thinking his 10 might be good. He does have outs. Any 7, any 9.
She gets out of the way. $55 bet, going to go heads up. I don't think MINCLICK plays his 8 here. He's been playing tied. This would be a shock, so he lets it go.
All right. Interesting river card here. Brad's got 4 outs, 7s and 6s. Ace high, that might slow him down. Oh, that's not going to slow Brad down, is it? The clubs got there. The wheel draw got there. The ace got there.
The way Ron's been playing, he's not going to put Ron on an ace. Ron with an ace.
Ron quickly turned over his cards. Brad sees his 7's no good.
Yeah. $200 pot. Good job, Ron. Let's go, baby, he says. Brad's having fun with it. That's the thing about Brad. Win or lose, he's smiling.
Always.
Having fun. He's your friend. Do anything for you. Great guy.
Yeah, Brad and I are friends outside the poker room. Matter of fact, I got a text from his wife a while ago.
How can you not love Brad?
Oh, you got to love Brad.
Yeah. I haven't seen the tournaments come across the screen, Lorenzo, but they do daily tournaments here for anybody out there that wants to give it a try. There's a tournament every day at noon. And then in the evenings, there's a schedule. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, they do a free roll with no bomb pots, just hold them. And then on the rest of the days, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, and Friday, they do a free roll that includes a bomb pot, like you're seeing here at the top of every level. So each one of those has its own structure and guaranteed payout. So check out Poker House online and find a day to come out and try it.
If you really want to play a fun tournament, the Sunday night tournaments have really grown. Saturday's always been big. Sunday night has really grown.
That's a big night.
Yeah, Sunday is a great night to come out and play. You get a lot of play, a lot of players, 4, 5, 6, 7 tables. It's a lot of fun to play that Sunday night tournament, and it's a challenge.
Now that the road to Vegas is over, they're bringing back the 5,000 guaranteed on Saturday. So that's another big one.
Yeah.
Starts at 3 o'clock on Saturday.
All right, Outlaw's going to flop 2 pair with her queen 7. Yeah, she's going to raise this up. Nope, she just calls 15. Ron let out for 15 with his second pair. Nobody's got hearts.
Outlaw's got queen 4. Okay, 2 pair.
Yeah. Oh, 2 pair against 2 pair. Oh, no, she's got queen 4. I'm sorry. I thought she had queen 7. Yeah, queen 4.
Again, she hit that Broadway right at 8 o'clock. She's looking for a flush. Not going to happen.
Oh, Ron's going to take the lead. He's been firing at everything, and there's no way Outlaw gets away from this.
Right.
Ron didn't even get a chance to bet. She put her money out there.
He's going to get paid off for all that loose action earlier.
He's just going to call. 8's not going to change anything. Ron checks. What does Outlaw do here? She's going to fire a $50 bet at it?
Yeah, what's he going to make it?
He
just called.
He just called? Just call. He's
right.
showing her. He's showing her.
Nice hand, Ron. Got his little Ron dance.
Dancing again.
Oh, look, he's kissing those buttons. He loves them. Make sure we wash those later.
You know, like we said earlier, Ron always has a good time.
Yeah, he's another one that just makes it fun. He's just happy to be alive, you know?
Yep.
Ron sucks the marrow out of life, as they say. He'll complain. He always pretends he's miserable. He'll say he wants to quit or he's doing crack or whatever.
Yeah, very joking. Yeah.
Just joking, of course. But yeah, he's a super nice guy.
He's been dealing a long time. He keeps the game going. He's one of the dealers that can really keep the conversation going at the table, and he'll talk to you, but it does not slow the game down.
Yeah, no, he's very professional.
He keeps that game moving.
Yep. Like you said, you get him started on the Saints.
Oh yeah.
Sit back, go get an earful.
The Saints and Alvin Kamara. I mean, he was a huge Alvin Kamara fan, and I forget who the other player was that he loved so much. But
Saints had a good start this last season, and I mean, that's all as Cowboy fans, that's all we heard was,
yep,
they're going to the Super Bowl. They're going undefeated. They got the best team maybe ever. Didn't work out.
No, Ron and I had a running deal this year on the Saints games. He says every time he bets on them, they lose. So we had a $1 bet on every Saints game this year, and I took the opposing team.
Yeah, of course.
And I think I ended up winning a couple of dollars.
Right.
I don't think they had a winning season, but it was a lot of fun to come in and check in with Ron every week on our $1 bet.
Yeah, if you think the poker house is a fun place to be normally, come during football season.
Yeah.
Because everybody's into it. They got big screens everywhere. All the games are on. Everybody's having a good time.
And we've got people, obviously in the Metroplex that are, from all over. We have, I know we've got a ton of Cleveland fans around here. There's some Minnesota fans. Bengals, yeah. They're at Pittsburgh. We got
lots of Pittsburgh.
We got a lot of Pittsburgh fans. Gil, I didn't want to leave you out there, buddy. We have a lot of Pittsburgh fans, and it can get pretty loud around here around football season.
Yes, sir.
Both college and pro.
And us poor Cowboy fans hiding in the back, pretending like we're not.
Let's see. Outlaw's got her 2 pair. Ron's got middle pair, and
some kind of draw.
Brad's going to bet his 2 pair, and Outlaw's just going to call. Andy with middle pair, top kicker.
She looks a little down now. I don't know if it's an act or just still worried about that last hand.
I think that last hand kind of bothered her a little bit, but I don't think she could have done anything different. And Ron just called on the river.
Of course.
I think she got out probably as cheap as she could have there.
I agree.
Flopping 2 pair.
She needs to take this one down, get her mojo back.
Well, her 2 pairs going to be good. She's got to worry about a jack a little bit and spades. Brad might try to bet her off this hand. It's $143 in the pot. If he makes it 100, it's going to be tough for her to call here. But I think she would. Nope. You're going to check. She checks. Shows him 2 pair. Nice hand.
There you go. That'll get you back. And a nice $143 pot. Good job. Saw Sarah Jane walk over and bring someone a beverage. That's another thing about the poker house. You got servers. You've got snacks. free coffee. I'm a coffee drinker. They have good coffee.
You know, I wish the Red Bull was free. That's my vice.
I'm working on that.
Yeah, I need to get away from it.
It's probably a good thing it's not, because I would drink too many. I usually have a couple.
I've never been a coffee drinker. I think I went to a high school game right after I graduated with my dad, and it was freezing cold. And my dad would drink coffee when it was cold, and he got me a cup, and just couldn't get it down, and just never enjoyed it.
It's an acquired taste, but I acquired it early.
I just I think it's the temperature of the hot liquids, whether it be hot chocolate or cocoa or even stews, soups. I'm just not a fan of the. I don't know why. It's a weird thing.
Totally the opposite.
Really,
I love it. I drink anything hot soups. Just put it in a glass and drink it like a beverage.
now unfortunately, if it's ice cream, just put it in front of me and I'll eat it all day.
I can leave that alone. So yeah, we're opposite. I'm firing your ice. I'm always cold. I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm always cold.
I want to give a quick shout out to Patty Mack for putting this together, for sitting in that box. He's been doing it 2.5. He'll have a 3-hour shift tonight in the box, and that's a lot. Yeah, I used to deal in a room and years ago, and we would go 6-7 hours and we didn't have a backup, and 3 hours is a lot. And he's doing an outstanding job. We haven't had any issues tonight at all. So thanks, Patty Mack, and you're doing a great job.
Yeah, kudos. When you're watching the stream and you don't notice the dealer, they're doing a great job.
Absolutely. Is Outlaw still running hot? She's running really steady. She got unlucky a while ago. She flopped 2 pair against bottom pair and bottom pair turn trips. But other than that, she's played really, really well.
Yeah, she's one of the players in the green. I think we had 4 in the green last I looked.
You got PNTYDROPPR, Outlaw, Jake's in the green, and Andy might be now, right?
Can't recall who the 4th person was.
We'll take a look here in a second.
All right, so what do we have here? We're back to Congress?
Yeah, it looks like we're playing Congress. Oh, they're playing 5-card high only.
Oh, I see. No low.
5-card high only, so Broadway cards are going to be in high demand. Big hearts are going to be in high demand. See, King Jack, Jakeoff needs a 10. PNTYDROPPR just 1 pair. Brad's got a nice little wrap there with 10 Jack King, or 10 Jack Ace. He needs a king.
So who's got the hearts? Andy's got hearts, and
It's like Andy's the only one that has hearts.
Okay.
He's got hearts as well as he needs a 10 for the straight. 3. It's going to give Brad a gut shot. Brad's got a nice little wrap with the Ace Jack 10.
PNTYDROPPR's got 2 pair.
This should check around. It does. There's our 10. So King Jack's going to win it. That's going to be Andy. No hearts. So it's going to be Broadway. Andy's going to fire, and they're going to have to let their hand go.
Yeah, Brad checks it over. Andy's going to put out a little bet, and
Brad knows his 2 pairs no good.
everybody's folding. Yeah, put out a big bet, and everybody's folding. $85.
PNTYDROPPR had 3 pair, was the 835. Brad's showing him the wrap, but you got to let it go.
Yep, that's a winner. Good job, Andy. Another pot going his way. Let's see. Now we'll see who's in the green. 5 players.
MINCLICK won that nice little pot earlier.
Yeah,
so that put him back up. Yeah.
Yeah, and you were right, Andy, Outlaw.
Andy's
Jake.
just barely back up there, but he is in the green. That's where you want to be.
Yep. Yeah, if I can play poker for 3 hours and break even, I'm all for it. I enjoy it.
A break even is a win sometimes.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah. I play for fun, enjoy it. It's my outlet, one of them.
Yeah, and people that don't play a lot don't realize how quick time flies when you're playing. You can sit down at a table at 6 o'clock in the evening and look up and it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Exactly. It seems like you've been there 2 hours.
Right. Yeah. What'd they do to Brad? Someone asked in the chat. He's still here.
Well, you know, I don't know that they did anything to Brad, so you can interpret that however you want it.
Brad is just blending into the game. He's, as always, making it fun.
Now, Jacob's going to raise it up here with the Queen Jack of clubs. What's Brad going to pick up here? Suited King Queen, okay.
Oh, King, Queen of diamonds.
And he just calls.
And Andy's got diamonds, so diamond flop would be a big monster.
Queen high flop would be pretty good with 3 players in there.
Jacob's got the Queen Jack of clubs. I like that hand.
Well, Jake's the one that raised it, and I'm really surprised that Brad didn't pop that there. MINCLICK's going to hit the 8. Brad's going to hit his king. Brad bet 50. MINCLICK's going to make it 100.
Yep.
Doesn't want any more cards to come.
ABC Poker. Yep.
Bet top pair. Raise with
Yep.
bottom trips. Brad makes a call.
Gonna have 2 outs. Oh, 1 out. One of the kings is already.
Yeah, one of the kings is already out. And there's our quads. Might be tough for Brad to believe that he's got quads there, but he checks. MINCLICK's got to put in a bet here. He's going to bet 100. Oh, shucks. Maybe my queens are good. Brad said, does he have the quads, or does he just have another king?
Up until just last week, they were running a promotion if you made quads in the cash game. But right now, I think it's just the fortune.
There's a really tough spot for Brad. There's $367 in the pot. There's one card right now that he's worried about, and it's an 8. It's got to go through his mind that maybe he's just chopping this with another king.
Yeah.
Whether it be king deuce or king ace king, doesn't matter.
But he knows how tight.
MINCLICK's been playing very, very close to the vest.
It's a chop at best. There's no way he's winning. It's a chop, or you're gonna.
Yeah, he makes the call. MINCLICK's going to show him the bad news.
Yeah. And Brad probably knew, but yeah.
Well, I think
right
on that, I mean, you're getting what?
Right call.
You're getting 4 to 1 on your call,
Yeah.
and you've only got to be right 3 times for it to be profitable, or 4 times, or so you're going to catch people there. Now, had that been me that made that bet instead of MINCLICK, Brad would have snapped it all. I mean,
he'd have beat you in there.
He wouldn't have thought about it. MINCLICK's been playing a little bit tighter. I don't blame Brad at all for that call there.
No, he played it perfect. Nothing you can do.
He's worried about 2 hands. He's worried about aces, and he's worried about just the ragged 8. And the way the action went pre-flop, he could pretty much rule aces out. So
Nice hand, MINCLICK. That's going to propel him up into our 2 spot.
yep.
Slow and steady.
Yep.
So all that early aggression and all the crazy plays, and we've got a few players just slowly moving up the pay rail there. Jake's been really solid. MINCLICK's really solid. PNTYDROPPR's played great too. He got some big hands early.
Yeah, and he's being really selective. He hadn't really got out of line at all.
Yeah.
I don't blame him for his call at all in the bomb pot. He got unlucky, but yeah, he hasn't gotten out of line at all.
Yeah. MINCLICK's got another big hand. Ace jack
Suited ace. Jacob's going to wake up with 5s.
I want to see a flop set.
Yeah.
Pull for Jake to get a 5 here.
Now the 5 of spades with another spade would be interesting, since you got the ace high flush as part of that promotion.
Right. Yeah, and as big a hand as quads was, that doesn't do anything for the fortune. So
yeah,
MINCLICK's not on the board, but he has a chance here.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not rooting for anybody to get hurt. I just want to see.
I'm the
I
same
like
way.
seeing the action.
I am the same way. If I say anything and then you're thinking I'm rooting against your
Oh, not
favorite
at all.
player, not at all. I love every one of these players. It's about the action, and I pull for all of them.
Well, Brad moved all in for his last 100, so this is going to put the pressure back on them. Did MINCLICK fold? No, MINCLICK, there's no way he's folding. He's going to rise up and try to get the whatever that is behind him out. He wants this heads up with Brad.
Yep. He's feeling his oats a little bit. He's won some big pots. He's up. He's got a monster hand.
Little Jacob know that he's in the lead right now, even though it's a small percentage.
Oh,
it
there's
is
no
a
way to
lead,
call.
and leads are hard to come by in this game.
Because that raise from MINCLICK looks like a big pair.
Absolutely, it does.
I'd probably fold 10 here.
Oh, please don't put a 5 out there. There's the ace.
Yep, that's going to all but do it. He's runner clubs.
There's the king. He's got an out.
Okay.
Kings and eights. Oh.
Oh, they're doing two.
Oh, they're running 2 boards. Okay.
MINCLICK gets first.
Well, that ace being out helps Brad, but they stole one of his kings.
Yeah. There's another.
There's the other ace, and there's an 8. So
same situation.
Yep. He's got 8s and kings.
Clubs.
Nice. Oh, he made his club. Oh no, the 8's the 8 is a spade. Sorry, yeah, no, he didn't.
All right, MINCLICK's gonna scoop.
Scoop, $256 pot.
Nice. MINCLICK, way to go, buddy.
Now that's gonna grow his stack up there pretty good.
Yeah, he's just slow and steady all the way to the top.
Yep.
Said he never played on the stream. You know, I tried to talk to him before the chat and ask him, you know, what was going on. He just very low key. He was ready.
Now Josie said we could make stuff up about her, right? She did give us permission. She said, "I don't know what to tell you, just make something up." So I do know that she was a chinchilla farmer when she was about 20. Yeah, she had a big chinchilla farm. That was a big thing for her. And,
until the incident.
Yeah, the incident that we really can't talk about. You know, once you get Chevrolets and chinchillas together, it's just it's a bad deal.
Ugly, yeah.
Well, they're paying off the Squid Game.
I'd swear if I didn't know any better, I'd think Patty Mac was a professional dealer.
Yeah, he said, "Yeah, hey, y'all pay this off. I'm gonna get me a drink real quick. This is work back here."
He's working hard, man. But he loves it. He loves his place. You know, he puts a lot into this place for someone that's not an employee.
Absolutely.
But that shows that, you know, he's getting a lot out of it too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Once you're here, you feel like you're just part of a community, a family, and almost like a home game.
Yeah, it was funny when I had the stream. You know, I would be at other poker rooms, and you don't really realize how many people watch this, and you know where and how quick it gets around. But I would have people come up and, you know, recognize me just from the stream and ask me about you know, Poker House Fort Worth, and always try to get them down here. It was always a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised to see that other poker rooms are airing this, but I've seen it.
I have too.
So it's another reason to come get in the game if you want to be on the stream, whether it's Wednesday night in Caleb's game or this Patty Mac's game on Monday nights. Just come to the Poker House, sign up, or call and get on the list. Got to be here by 6:30 the day of. That's all it takes.
Ron with the second pair is going to check the checks around. Ron got to know it's good right now. Ron knows his jack is good. He's going to bet.
Yeah, he's taking his skull out, dumping his chips in.
Ron's going to pick it. That's probably the smallest pot of the night.
$37 pot.
$37 pot. That's probably the smallest pot of the night.
He doesn't care. He's dragging a pot.
You know, and if I go back and look, if we get the dollar amounts again, I don't think Ron is down or down that much. You know, he got a little loose there in the middle of this.
Well, he won that first hand, which was a monster, so he was way up.
Yeah, he's 167 down. Now look at here, unstoppable is Ron. He's won 8 hands. Ron's also lost the most hands.
He's also struggling, yeah.
Which tells you he's played the most hands Brad's been really unlucky. MINCLICK's the luckiest.
I can see that.
Most hands played. Ron has played 92% of our hands. Now, granted, we've only played about 30 hands, but you definitely don't want your hands played at 92% in a cash game for the most part.
Yeah, if you'd have told me tonight somebody's going to play 92%, I would have said it's Brad.
Well, but if you look, our least amount of hands played is PNTYDROPPR, and he's played half the hands.
Right.
So
yeah, nobody's just sitting back.
no, they're getting it in.
MINCLICK's probably the tightest player, but he's made some big hands. He's picked the right spot.
Yeah, he has. He hadn't gotten out of line at all.
AJ needs a pot. Let's see if he wants to play with 6-3.
MINCLICK's going to fold his queen 4, even for $2, right?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, what are they doing? They're going to flop. Oh, I guess we're a little behind. Everybody called.
He did call it. It says $2.
8-3, 6-3. Nobody's got the 8. Andy's ahead with the Jack 3. Nobody got the ace. Andy's still ahead. And Outlaw's going to get ahead. This is probably just going to go. Well, I think she bet 5 or called 5.
Yeah, I think we had a little bit of lag on that.
Yeah, Andy, she rivered you.
Yep, 10 on the river, got it.
Well, I don't guess she had a 10.
New lowest pot, $17.
Yep, I don't guess she had a 10 because Andy picked up that pot. It's like the graphics might have been wrong.
Pair of threes, okay.
Sorry, guys. Those graphics, very, very seldom do we have a mistake like that, but they do happen.
Yeah, it makes us sound like we're idiots, but I know I am just learning the software, and it's hard to follow sometimes with all the movement.
I wish we had a camera on Lorenzo so you could see what he has to do back here.
God.
And you guys have to realize that as a producer, when he's doing these graphics and he's working on these hands and he's keeping up with these bet sizes, he cannot see the flop. That's part of the safety in this, is that the guy talking to the dealer cannot see the flop, so he can't tell them what they have. We're on a 15-minute delay, so Bone and I can see the flop, but live, when Lorenzo is doing all this, cannot see that flop. And so he has to rely on what he sees. He can't see the whole card, excuse me. He can see the flop. He can't see the whole card. So he has to rely on the dealer and the action. And it's a lot to keep up with.
Yep, that's why I call him the magician.
He is. So Andy picked up a hand with King Jack of clubs, just called the raise of AJ with the 7-8. I think AJ may be getting a little frustrated. He hadn't had a whole lot to play with tonight.
He's been very card dead.
The one hand he picked to play and made top pair, he got unlucky, and PNTYDROPPR had the ace king there.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's card dead, trying to make something happen.
Well, now he's got an open-ended straight draw with his 7-8, and he was the aggressor. So Outlaw's got a gut shot. Now Andy's got a gut shot.
How about a 5 one time for AJ?
I'd like to see that right here. So a 10, an 8, or a 5 would be an interesting card all the way around. Oh, AJ raised it with his open-ended draw.
Womp, womp, womp.
What's Andy going to do? Is Andy going to check it? If Andy checks, I think AJ fires. AJ has to fire to win the pot.
What, he's going to get 40 and...
Looks like he made it, 35, and Andy's got to lay his head. Is he going to show him?
Nah,
yeah, he's going to show him.
A smile on his face. I love it.
He says, give me one of those squid buttons.
You know, AJ's another fun guy.
Oh,
when he's in
yeah.
the box, but I love playing with him because when he sits in the tournaments and we play, he makes it fun.
He is a happy man.
And he's a good card reader too, because I mean, he can look at someone and get really close to their, not maybe exact hand, but very close.
Yeah.
And he'll whisper to me, so and so has this, you know, after we're not in the hand or something, and most of the time he's right on.
Looks like Brad quit the stream.
Wonder if they're gonna go fill a seat. If not, you need to jump out there. Yeah.
I think there's only 20 minutes left in the stream.
Oh, okay. Would be fun to see you play against some of these guys.
I'd love to. I'd love to sometime.
Hopefully this isn't the end of the dealer.
No, this is we definitely
Once a month or something.
You know, we've done a couple of different times on our streams. Let's take a look at these hands real quick. AJ with Jack 9. Everybody else kind of speculating. You know, we've done a couple of other streams, just random. I have a home game that I play in on a regular basis. Just some friends, and we brought that game up here for a live stream and had a lot of fun with it. I know we've done women's live stream. We've done a couple of one-offs, so I'd like to do some of those again.
Yeah, they did like an armed forces one time. They've done.
Oh, look at MINCLICK here. MINCLICK flopping the nuts.
Wow.
AJ with the flush draw, though. I don't think you're going to get AJ out of here. I think MINCLICK was looking for a raise with that $2 bet and didn't get it.
There's a diamond.
Yeah, AJ's going to make his diamond. He's going to check his. Boy, they're getting sneaky here now. MINCLICK's going to lead out for 15.
Yeah, you going from having the nuts to drawing dead.
Yep. Outlaw knows her five's no good. She got to let that go, but she thought about it. MINCLICK's just going to raise it up a little bit to 40. He's going to represent it. Oh, MINCLICK shoves.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't shove. He puts $100 in.
Yeah, he feels confident. AJ's got that little smug look on his face. He knows he's fixing to get paid.
AJ just calls.
Yeah, he knows he's getting paid.
AJ just calls. So
he can taste it.
What's going to happen here? All of a sudden, this turned into a $250 pot.
Yeah, this could be dangerous. Oh, that's going to save it.
That's going to kill 8. Well, MINCLICK can represent a big king. They went check, check.
Yeah, I think that diamond saved MINCLICK. And AJ's happy to have the pot. I don't
Absolutely.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Absolutely. I think even if that hadn't gone, if the diamond hadn't come, MINCLICK tried to represent a bigger flush. I still think AJ has to call there.
For sure.
Jack
I think
high.
when I said it saved him, it saved MINCLICK.
Yeah. There's
Saved
only
him betting at the end. He can't bet when the diamond comes.
no. And that gets AJ a little closer to the green. Not quite there yet, but he's getting there.
Yeah. 4 in the red, 4 in the green. We got a bomb pot. Now it says bomb pot. Is this really a bomb pot or is this?
Yeah, they've all got 10 out there.
Okay. Sometimes they trick us. Where's the chat? No one's in the chat. You still out there?
You know, we didn't do it tonight, but I think next week we need to have a little contest, and we'll give away something.
Yeah, a lot of the times they do. I know that keeps people engaged, and it's a lot of fun. Promotes the room a little bit.
All right, here comes our double board bomb pot. I think there's been an ace on the top board over all 3 bomb pots tonight.
Seems like it.
There's our Broadway draw.
Yep.
So we're going to be looking for king, queen.
King, queen of hearts out there, maybe?
Pocket 9s. MINCLICK's got bottom set. Oh, ace king. There's a flush draw.
Let's see, queen 6 of hearts.
Outlaw with ace king. Andy with a king jack 10 wrap. needs a queen.
MINCLICK's got the biggest percent with his flopped.
He got a set of nines. He's got a gut shot too with a 9. Nobody else got king queen, so with his 7-9, if it hit an 8, give him a jack high straight. Nobody's got hearts.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jacob has heart. He got a lot of hearts. All right. All of the Broadway draws got there with a king. So Outlaw's good. Andy's good. Still a heart draw out there.
MINCLICK still got that top board. So they're playing to chop the bottom at the moment.
Yeah, well, Outlaw's got a gut shot straight draw with her 3-5.
And he can make a boat too.
Or 3-4
up top. He could, or he can make quads. There's still a 9 out there somewhere.
Yep. It's an easy board for Andy to bet here because he knows he's got the bottom board locked up. So that's going to bring Outlaw in. She knows she's good as well. There's going to be a lot of money in this pot, and this is like make it quartered. MINCLICK has the bottom board or the top board right now. Outlaw has 2 pair on the top as well. 3 pair actually.
All right, here's Patty Mac getting everything straight.
Now-
Making sure all the
Now this is a situation for MINCLICK. Andy makes it $220, which was a pot size bet, I would assume. And MINCLICK really doesn't have a whole lot on the bottom board.
right. And just a set.
And just second set on the top. There are flush draws. Pair of aces beat him. So he's going to lay that hand down.
Yeah.
I don't blame him at all for that fold.
I don't either, and I've been criticized for the same fold and been wrong. But when you look at it, top set on one board,
Jake's,
or not
yep.
even top set.
Jay's kind of in the same boat here. He's got the flush draw, but that flush draw might not even be good. So I think Outlaw has a higher percentage in the top. They're going to chop the bottom. Ron's going to let his go. This may get Outlaw 3/4 of this pot, depending on the river. So that's Outlaw's hand. And yep. Outlaw's going to get 3/4 of this pot.
Wow, that's going to be a good pot.
That's going to be a big pot when it gets calculated. And this is where the dealers are helping each other. She's got top 2, or 2 pair on top, and the Broadway on bottom.
And MINCLICK's kicking himself, but he shouldn't. It's just hard to make that call in that spot.
And that's what we were talking about earlier. If you've got a lock on one, that's great, but you really want to have a big, either a big draw or something. All Andy had on that top board was what? Really nothing. 8-10. He could have caught a 7.
Yeah.
But that's a lot to get quartered.
Yeah, and when there's 4 Broadway cards on the board, the odds that one of your opponents is going to also have Broadway is pretty high.
Yeah, absolutely. A king in any face card 10.
Yeah. So nice hand for Outlaw. That's going to push her even higher up the board. She was already one of the leaders. Very nice hand. Shows her in third. MINCLICK preserved his stack there.
Yeah, for sure. Although he would have won that top board with 9s.
He would have, but I mean, that's the decision that he was making.
Absolutely smart fold.
Yeah. Why risk it all? You got second set on one board.
Ron's going to make it 5 under the gun with king 10 or 6. Get a call. Andy's going to call. I think everybody's going to see every flop from here on out, it looks like.
Jackson says he wants a hoodie. So maybe next week we'll do some kind of giveaway. They have some cool hoodies here. If you've seen the new olive colored one, I like that. I'm wearing it right now.
Ron's going to call. There you go. We're going to see the hand panty drop's going to fold here.
There haven't been a lot, but can't play that. Or he does.
He does. All right. I guess he got bored sitting there. Said, look at all this money being changed, and let's see what happens. Outlaw's going to flop top pair. AJ's open-ended with his 9-10.
Nobody's got hearts.
Ron's going to call and wish. Ron needs a king or a diamond.
Well, now Outlaw has a heart draw.
AJ might fire at this. Nope.
Queen's gonna, or Jack's gonna get it.
Not sure what Ron's doing there. We're waiting on him to act.
Putting himself into a trance.
AJ's going to check this. Outlaw's going to win this queen with her pair of jacks.
Yep. The rich get richer. $153 pot. Very nice. And she gets a button. We are on to hand number 46. This is Patty Mac's Monday night live stream, dealer edition. We got the dealers in the seats tonight. Patty Mac's in the box. If you're just tuning in and wondering what's going on, it's a little different, but basically the same format as normal. It's a 1-2 hold'em game, and they are doing a bomb pots every hour. And we saw them mix in a couple of dealer's choice games, so having fun with it.
All right. Andy Dropper's going to call with her semi-connected suited cards. And he's going to call with his 7-gapper. AJ might raise with a real hand. Let's see what he does. He does. Makes it 35. And MINCLICK's going to re-raise. There's going to be some money going in the pot here.
Did he, or did he just call? He
just called. Okay. Might, you guys are wanting to play, so. So there's a history with the 9 deuce at Poker House Fort Worth. We have a player here that loves that hand. He wins a lot with it, or at least he bets a lot with it. It may be why Andy felt a little froggy here and jumped on it.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that, but that makes sense.
Yep, it's kind of like our 6-4 around here.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. So now, if Andy bets, if Andy can represent this, it's going to be interesting to see what the other two guys do. But it goes check, check. Is that a deuce? Andy's going to take the lead.
Yeah, he'll call. AJ bet 25.
Oh, man.
Calls.
So let's see what happens here.
There's
the ace. We're going to see some money go in, and it's just going to be chopped up.
Yeah, unfortunately for Andy, that deuce isn't going to hold.
He bet 5, 25. MINCLICK just called. I would like to seen a bigger bet there from AJ because he's holding the king of diamonds. Oh, no, there's just 2 diamonds. Sorry, I thought the 3 was a diamond. Yeah, that hand wasn't going to play out any different whether you put 30 or 300 in there.
Yep. Chop, chop. Both players are happy to drag a little bit of it. $235 pot.
Andy says, I was good on the turn. Oh, you got 3 or 4 or 5 hands left here,
Yeah,
I would
that's what
assume.
I was about to ask. Yeah, something like that. 4 or 5. We'll get right at 50. We'll see if we get to 51.
Now, Boney, you going to be in the box next week or
I will probably be in here
right here?
with probably Patty Mack, and then I don't know who's going to deal unless he wants to deal again, and then I'll do whatever they want.
Yeah,
I'm just helping out.
absolutely. Well, I've certainly enjoyed it tonight. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good time to watch. I know they're having fun,
Yeah.
so that makes it fun for us when they're having fun. And nobody got hurt too bad in the game, so
No, I think Brad sponsored the game, so worked out well.
yeah, that's why they were chanting for Brad.
Just giving you a hard time, Brad. You got unlucky.
He did.
Now, MINCLICK makes a min raise, pocket jacks.
A couple of queens, some middle cards, not a lot else other than the jacks. Or the king.
Video tech difficulty.
I bet that king hits.
Okay.
Andy's king. Because it seems like if you have jacks, then you know there's going to be an ace or a king on the flop.
Always.
MINCLICK did 4-bet it to $12. A 4-bet to $12.
A $12 4-bet. They're
5-bet to $16.
well, somebody just put 130 in there.
Yeah, MINCLICK said
He
enough.
said, I've seen enough of this. I'm gonna play my jacks.
He did his little thing. Now he's going to make it real.
Andy, you're not doing that.
He's got the best chance at chasing down the jacks, but I don't think he'll do it either. He wants to.
He does make the call.
There we go. There's some action.
Now, that's got to slow MINCLICK down just a little bit, depending on what this flop is.
You got to put him on ace, king, ace, queen.
Yeah, you got to put him on a big hand if he makes that call there.
Yeah. If an ace or a king hits the flop, Andy steals his pot. Well, if a king hits, he'll have the best hand, but an ace hits, Andy will steal it. Somebody folded a 9. I can't remember who had the 9.
Actually, I think it was AJ. I think he had 8-9.
Yeah, that's what it was.
All right, MINCLICK's going to shove here or bet 200 and say, hey, if you got a 9, you got a 9.
Shut him out. Good job.
A little bit of a loose call there from Andy.
A 6-bet. We saw our first
6-bet.
Yeah, get some applause. Usually you don't see a 6-bet that's not an all-in.
Well, when the first bet's a min raised to $4, and it
4 to 6.
It took them a little bit to get there.
They were having fun with that. It's like when you guys do the straddle and somebody will straddle and then re-straddle and then it goes around the.
Yeah. We had 100 in that 1-2 game. We had 100. We got the straddles up to $160 one night. So it was going to cost you $160 coming to the pot before you ever saw a flop.
What happens if it gets all the way back around to the original straddle?
Nope, it stops. It stops there.
Okay. It's not infinite loop.
I think with the limits we were playing that night, we would have been all in by the time we got to that point.
Right.
MINCLICK picked up jacks. Now he picks up queens.
Wow. Right here at the end of the stream, getting some monsters. I already had a good stack.
Oh, my goodness. Right here at the end, what's going to happen?
This could be a catastrophe for MINCLICK if
he's worked so hard.
Flop comes.
He's worked so hard to build that stack and played so good.
We'll get something like a 9-half flop.
Well, you saw how, look at this. There's no way he lays this down. He does.
Wow.
He laid that down.
Wow. I don't know if that was a great read or just
Now,
preservation.
He 6-bets with the jacks.
And lays down queens.
Lays down queens to a
Pre-flop.
3-bet.
Pre-flop.
Wow.
Yeah. I lay it down sometimes in a tournament, but in a cash game, it's like you almost have to stick it in there. And
Just depends on where you're at and what's going on. It doesn't look like Panty Dropper could reach him if he kicked him under the table. Not sure.
it almost feels like something.
Yeah, not sure how he got away from that, but heck of a laydown.
Yeah, for sure. Happy to see it. MINCLICK stays at the top, or second place, right below Panty Dropper. Hand number 49. We're getting close. Just got one or two more hands.
All right. For you guys still following us on YouTube, Facebook, thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for watching tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Good to hear from some of you guys, Kyle, Paul, all you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the chat, very much appreciate coming out, hanging out with us, watching your dealers, right? So when you come in to play, tell them you saw them on the stream. Tell them what a great job they did.
Andy flopping 2-pair, Panty Dropper with the open and straight draw, and it gets there. And Andy might lose a little money here. Panty Dropper gonna not wait at all with the heart draw out there. Ron? What?
Yeah, Andy went all in, right?
Yeah.
All in for 196.
Yep. Panty Dropper's gonna snap this off here really quick. You got the nuts.
Yep.
Oh, Andy.
Needs a king or a 7.
Yep.
They're going to run it twice? Probably not.
Oh, my goodness.
Jeez.
They ran it one time, and he hit the 4-outer, 6-outer.
I said Beetlejuice when I shouldn't have said it.
4-outer, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Sorry, Panty Dropper. That was on me.
Oh, my. Well.
He can afford to lose that pot, but it still stings.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got the nuts.
You played so good all night. You've run really, really well. You've made big hands. You've made them hold. They've held up for you. And then to get hit with a 4-outer with just a couple of hands left to play in the night.
Luckily, Andy didn't have a monster stack.
Yeah.
It was just
a
couple $100, which.
Well, and if Andy had a bigger stack, he might not have called that off with 2-pair there. But
still going to leave Panty Dropper way up there in the lead.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't feel too sorry for him. He's laughing about it. He's having a good time.
You know, if you play long enough, and if you play, heck, you don't have to play long enough, but if you play poker, you have to understand that those things happen. Those 1-outers, those 2-outers.
Every night.
They happen on an ongoing basis.
What you have to understand is they happen to everybody.
Yep.
And not just you.
Yeah.
Not just me. Everybody. It feels like you're the only one, but trust me.
Well, and a lot of times, you've got to think about it this way too. If you take a lot of bad beats, it's actually a good thing. It's telling you're getting your money in good the majority of the time.
Yep. That's what I tell my brother all the time.
Yeah, if you take a bad beat, you didn't get your money in good. You know, if you suck out on somebody, then you got your money in bad. But so it just depends on how you look at it.
Yep.
All right, so this looks like a
number 50.
Yeah, it looks like a PLO high hand maybe.
Okay, so this is not our last hand because I imagine the last hand will be a bomb.
Yeah.
Maybe this one and one or two more.
Oh, this is Congress. All right. So this is Congress. I love Panty Dropper's hand at this point. He's got a suited ace, got ace king, he's got ace deuce tray for the low. Love that hand right now. So if I was Panty Dropper, there's nowhere I'm going anywhere. He's got the nut low draw. He's got top pair, top kicker. Should be the favorite unless somebody flopped a set.
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't see any sets. Ron had a pair of 9s, but no 9 on the board.
Yeah, Panty Dropper's got a really nice hold on this this flop. Now it doesn't mean the low's going to get there. That's why you have to really watch it because these pots can balloon and that flop that turn river come 10 jack and
Jacob has 5s.
Yep. Okay.
So he's got trip 5.
Yep. Now the heart's got there.
So right now, trip 5's in the lead for
Yeah,
high.
And that's what I was talking about. The low never got there, so ace jack would be or any heart. Who's got the hearts? AJ's got the nuts. Nope. Yep. Not the nuts, but the ace of hearts isn't out there, so AJ's got this locked up, and there is no low.
Yeah, so again, in this format, you've got to use 2 in your hand and 3 on the board, and there's not 3 low cards on the board.
What is Andy calling with here? He's got baby hearts and a queen and an 8. Yeah, Panty Dropper showing Jake off. He said, "Look, I had the world on the flop."
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. If you pot that there on the turn, thinking that the low's going to get there,
right?
It doesn't mean it's going to get there. So you put a lot of money in the pot, and which you might have done on the flop, and by the turn, by the river, that hand's no good.
Yep.
I mean, he literally had the best hand after the flop and ended up with just top pair.
Yeah. Well, that'll be good for AJ. Nice pot.
Yep.
He needed to drag another pot. Been a minute. He chopped one earlier, but he gets to keep all of this one.
And that gets him back up really close to even.
Yeah, he's only down $18.
$18. Great job, AJ. This should be the last hand of the night. They're gonna. This probably be a double board bomb pot.
They're counting their buttons right now.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Everybody's got to pay for their buttons. Like this might be the last hand. One more time, I want to thank Lorenzo back here working his magic, Patty Mac, and really all the staff, these dealers and workers here at Poker House Fort Worth, make it such a great place to come and play and hang out. And Bone, I appreciate you too, man. That's been a lot of fun.
No, you're the man. I appreciate you coming back here and giving us all some insight. Very knowledgeable. You know everybody in this room. You know everybody's style, and
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. All right, I think this is our last.
Yep, final bomb pot. So who's it going to be at the end? So right now, MINCLICK has taken a slight lead as far as profit. Is that what that's saying?
Yep. Yeah.
He's up the most. He doesn't have the biggest stack. He might just fold to preserve his stack based on what we've seen before, but we'll see. Maybe he wants to gamble.
I hope AJ wins an $18 pot. Get him back to even.
I want to see Ron scoop the last bomb pot.
Okay.
He scooped the first one. Let him scoop.
Let him scoop the last one.
No offense to anyone else, but that's my pick. Come on, Ron. Terry's rooting for Outlaw and Jake off. Jackson's rooting for Outlaw. A lot of Outlaw fans.
Well, that's going to slow a lot down there. Oh. When the board pairs on the flop, even if you got pocket 8s or pocket kings, you're always worried about trips. There's a lot of stuff to worry about. Let's see if anybody's got an 8 or a 3. Yeah. Outlaw's got the 8.
Got the 3 as well.
And the 3. She needs to fire and fire big. There's $100 in the pot. She fired 15 at it. There's no flush draws out there. In the back of your mind, you kind of worry about pocket kings, pocket queens, but she's got a lock on this hand right now.
Yeah, there's not any flush draws. Not really any straight draws. That does put clubs on the top board.
Well, now she's got 8s full of kings, or kings full of 8s now. Or no, she doesn't. No, she has 2 pairs. Just has 2 pairs. Yeah. AJ's got the queen, the 3. Sorry, I thought she was the one with the queen. There's 2 queens out there now.
Yeah, a queen's not coming. Clubs are on the top, but nobody's got clubs. This is close. Ron and Outlaw, really close.
Yeah, this river card is going to be big.
Club king.
Outlaw has the 9.
Yeah.
So she ended up with 3 pair.
Nobody's got a 7. I doubt there's a lot of action here.
No, that's going to slow stuff down. Outlaw's going to fire, although I think she just has the bottom board.
$15.
There's no 7, yeah.
Might get a call, but not a raise. AJ's going to call. He's going to get the bad news that he's the odd man out. And Ron and Outlaw are going to chop the final bomb pot of the night.
Yep.
$280. Well done, everyone.
Well, they're sorting it out, making sure he's right. I mean, appreciate Patty Mac doing that. They're taking a look. Well, it looks like Outlaw took her last 15 back. Oh, yeah, she did because she won the bottom.
So you said you're headed out to Vegas. When are you leaving?
Headed out to Vegas, leaving Thursday, and then flying out Sunday and headed to Montana.
Well, best of luck, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Bone. Great to be here, and thanks for having me.
Okay. Well, we can stick around and see if they do the final analysis here. Play styles.
Brad and Ron are on the loose aggressive side, and I would concur with that. MINCLICK, AJ, Jakeoff in the net. Again, I have an issue with how that's calculated sometimes.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I think it's all relative to each other.
Yeah.
I think Jake and AJ are nits only relative to
Relative to the loose aggressive.
So if I were playing, I'd be in the net and they'd be way over to the right.
Only in tournaments. Only in tournaments.
No, I'm a tight player. Period.
Yep. And it works. You turned that one chip around in that tournament a couple of weeks ago. Ron lost the most hand, but he also played the most hands, and that's usually my stat.
Yes.
That's usually my stat.
I've seen that for you.
And if you look at the least hand played, that person played half the hands tonight. So
there's our biggest pots of the night. MINCLICK had that big chop with Andy. Ron and Outlaw chopped. So the biggest outright winner was PNTYDROPPR over Brad. That was an $800 pot. Luck distribution. MINCLICK 100% luck. Brad 0% luck. I don't think that's 100% correct, but MINCLICK did get some big hands.
Yeah, like Lorenzo said, it's all relative to what everybody else did. So yeah, the quad 8's got him there.
Yeah.
And there's our VPIP. Voluntarily put money in the pot. Ron 84%. These are all going to be really, really high numbers.
They are. Look at that. Everybody's over 50%.
So I can tell you that relative, you're right. There are some nits, but for the overall, not. Here's our stack ending up. PNTYDROPPR with 1,066. MINCLICK with 896. Now that's the total stack. We'll see the profit here in just a minute, I imagine. MINCLICK up 596. PNTYDROPPR up 516. Great nights. Outlaw with 329. Jakeoff came back and ended up with a $17 win. And we got Brad on the bottom. Ron, Andy. AJ lost a little bit in that last bomb pot. He was close to getting back to even.
He was right there. Yeah,
he was right there and lost a little bit on the bomb pot. So a great night. And again, thank everybody.
Yeah, one more time, we want to mention Outback Steakhouse. Thank you, Anna, for everything you did to help put the dinner together tonight. It was awesome. If you need help, call Anna, Outback Steakhouse in Burleson. So here's the promo for the tournaments. This is our everyday at noon, 7 days a week, $500 lunchtime free roll. You can get in for free, super chill. You can do a dealer add-on for $10 and get 10K in chips. Do $35 will get you 35K. They do add-ons at the break.
This is the big Sunday night $3,000 guaranteed free roll. It starts at 5 o'clock on Sundays. The same structure is on Friday, which starts at 6:30. We start a little early on Sunday so everybody get to work on Monday morning. If they last that long, 0 for 3K, $10 for 10K, which is your dealer add-on, and then $35 for $35 is your add-on.
Plus Sunday nights, like you said, are so big.
They're big. They're a lot of fun. There's a lot of money in those pots.
So this is tonight. This is the Dallas straddle. We talked about that earlier. I've never played it, but it's a button straddle with ultimate last action. $1,000 guaranteed free roll. So same buy-in, 0 for 3K or 10 for 10, 35 for 35. And they do add-ons at the break, 50 for 50 or 75 for 100. Tuesday night, this is they call it the vanilla. It's just Hold'em. There is no bomb pot. If you don't enjoy the bomb pots, this is for you. Come Tuesday night at 6:30, $0 for 3K, 10 for 10, 35 for 35. Again, there's add-ons at the break. That's just Texas Hold'em. They do the same thing on Thursday, but it has a bigger guarantee on Thursday night.
And there's our Wednesday night $1,500 guaranteed free roll. Same structure as the others, $1,500 guarantee, so you can be in for as little as 0 and walk away with a large portion of that $1,500. That one also is at 6:30 on Wednesday nights.
Yeah, bomb pot's really popular, so they do it multiple times a week.
And just the structure of those tournaments, I will tell you, those bomb pot tournaments are just a little bit longer in their level, so that you can account for the amount of time those bomb pots take sometime.
Yeah, so Thursday, like I said, it's just like Tuesday. It's just got a $1,500 guarantee instead of a $1,000 guarantee. So a little bigger pool, a few more players. No bomb pots, just hold them. Definitely check it out.
And there's our big Saturday night. All new guarantee, $5,000 guaranteed free roll with bomb pot. Again, you can get in for as little as $0 and start with 3,000 chips, or you can add on and do the dealer tote, plus the $35 add-on. Start with 3,500 in chips. You can add on after the break for 75,000 chips for $75 or 100K for 125 chips. Get you up there. And again,
3 hours of registration.
Yeah, 3 hours of registration for that tournament.
Yeah, it's a big one.
So this is what's going on right now is our Fortune Jackpot. So from 12 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 12, and 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. If you're sitting down in a cash game and you flop a set, you Broadway straight, you make a full house with 10s or better and an ace high flush with an ace in your hand, you can walk away with whatever is in that jackpot at that time. I know earlier tonight there was one of the hours that was about $2,000 or $2,500. Saturday we have drawings from 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 1 a.m., 3 a.m., and 5 a.m. If you have 2 of the qualifying hands within that 4-hour period, you get a ticket. 3 hands get you 3 tickets, and we have giveaways all day Saturday.
So Flush Frenzy, it's back in the tournaments. They did this for a while. I'm glad they brought it back. First 4 hours of all the daily tournaments, you get the Flush Frenzy opportunity, which is make a flush in each suit, all 4 suits in 4 hours. You win that progressive jackpot. Goes up daily. Very excited about that.
I think that I really believe that jackpot is going to climb. I think that jackpot is going to climb, and I think at some point somebody's going to win a big chunk of money.
I agree. Yeah, definitely. If you enjoy the tournaments, another reason to come play. All right, well, that's going to do it for tonight. Patty Mac's live stream. Thank you for joining, and come back and see the stream on Wednesday. And next Monday night, don't forget, we're going to do it again with a new set of dealers. So if you enjoyed tonight, I know you're going to enjoy it next week. See ya.